Your home for the NFL, San Antonio Sports Center.
The NFL staged their first round of the draft last night, and their trades were all over the place. The Cowboys traded twice, up and down. They ended up with Caleb Downs, a safety from Ohio State, at 11, and Malachi Lawrence at 26. The Houston Texans traded up to 26 to grab guard Keelan Rutledge. The draft continues tonight right here on San Antonio Sports Star. Spurs play tonight, and Wemby's going to be there. He was on the plane yesterday. The tip tonight at 9:30. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Good morning, everybody. Whoop, whoop. We made it. It is a Friday. On the Morning Huddle. Woo is right, baby. Woo. What a day to be alive. A Fiesta Friday. A Spurs playoff Friday.
I'm telling you.
A breakfast taco Friday.
Yep. There's a lot of us that need a prescription of grease and caffeine.
Oh, yes.
And masa.
Yes.
Masa, por favor.
Yes.
Dude, fine morning. Thanks for the tacos.
Yes.
Mr. Brown.
Good morning to all out there. Glad to have you with us on this fine day.
Yeah, man.
Rob Thompson, my co-host here to the left, he was very busy last night.
Oh, we were hanging with the important people.
He was,
Yes.
yes.
The bougie event up there at the Rock.
Would you pass me a sip of your?
Is that Cristal you're
Yes,
drinking?
please. Please.
May I have some of your Grey Poupon?
Oh, your bubble's running low, sir.
So no, we had we hung with the glitterati at the Taste of the North Side.
Yeah.
The fancy folk.
I didn't. And I probably should have.
Right?
And do you ever try to do something like you try to stand on principle,
Yeah, you prove a point, and you're like, well, yeah,
but then you kind of regret it?
yeah, man. That's
Nobody even invited
yeah,
me.
you know what? You know how martyrs become martyrs? They die.
They die.
Yeah, that was me yesterday.
So sometimes you die and you become a martyr, and we all think, well, he did a good deed. He stood on principle.
I was like, man, Rob and I have been like, yeah, last year we're supposed to get tickets. It's the thing.
Yeah.
You know, this is what
Little gratis, little pilon, little something for the work, you know.
Yeah. And this year they're like, oh, no, we're not going to get tickets. We're not going to have tickets for you guys. And I was like, man, this sucks. And then yesterday,
We're on our way out the door.
the day of the event.
Now, keep in mind, my co-host has principle, and I have none.
Okay.
So the rest of the conversation, you'll see what this means.
Did you put on a disguise and walk
No,
in, or
no.
what did you do?
So we walk out, and Morgan sees AJ, and he's like, AJ's like, hey, Morgan is talking to AJ, kind of whispered, because everybody knows she controls the tickets.
She's the boss lady.
So she
okay.
looked at AJ and gave him some kind of code. Did you?
Are you
do you still need that thing that we've talking about? Like we're talking about some kind of drug deal.
Yeah.
Ah.
And she doesn't look at me. She looks at AJ. So AJ's like, well, I'm not. And I was like, I need one. I jumped right in. I only need one. Give it to me now.
She didn't even stop me.
She just got, well, she leaned like, did you get that thing taken care of for that guy? Like some kind of mob talk. And, I got the code. I need one right now.
And I was like, no, I don't want to do anything last minute. I didn't want to.
He stood on
you got a
principle.
plan for that.
I
Yeah.
grabbed that paper and was out the door before she thought had a chance to say, hey, wait. I was gone, man.
Where's Rob? You
I
see him
thought-
turning out.
Boom.
I thought Rob was going to stand on principle with me. No, he did not.
No, I
He
have
did
none.
not.
I have none. I want to hang with the I'm going to eat the crumbs of the rich
I
once
get
a
it,
year.
man. I get it.
So I followed the rich around and ate their crumbs last night. And let me tell you, the rich are different than us.
Oh, I know.
They're different
I
than I
know.
am.
I should have gone.
They wash
and-
their hands after they go to the bathroom.
like this.
What?
Yeah.
Do they get under the sink and they just do
they
this?
They don't touch hands.
yeah.
Both hands are washed, but they do them individually. It's weird.
Ah.
It's a rich thing. I don't know.
Was there someone standing in there with a towel?
Well, they do the wiping.
But what I like to do when I'm playing rich is the bathroom attendant. I poke him in the eye, and then I use his tears from the tears of the poor to wash my hands with.
Oh, you're gonna have to hit him again. I didn't get the other hand.
I wash my hands with the tears of the poor.
Stand up.
Tears
Stand
of the
up, poor
poor.
boy. There you go. Thank you. Have a good day.
Come here, sir. Come get your other eye poked
Oh, piss boy.
so I can clean my other mitten.
So, yeah, we ran around. Let me tell you, one of the glories of Fiesta has always been cheap, easily made street food. I mean, the things on a stick, all the stuff that we love at Fiesta. And then there's Taste of the North Side, where it's the restaurants giving you little bites of their finest dish.
Yeah.
There's too much food.
I mean,
You
it's
literally
overwhelming.
can't
You
eat
can't try
all of it.
everything. No, you're right.
And you have to pace yourself. It's an expensive gig. It is. But let me tell you, if you're a foodie, it's worth every penny.
Yeah, I probably should have laid my principles down and gone, but
my principles were long gone, and by that second burp, I was all in, man. I was Fiesta'd in.
well, my wife is different from the other station wives. You guys are all married to doers, movers and shakers.
Well,
my wife is a homebody. I got to force her to go out anywhere.
and Fiesta, she had her taste of Fiesta. So everybody was asking about y'all. And I said, well, I think that they've, Fiesta's an acquired taste. And if you're not into big crowds, this is not the thing you want to be at. So there is a reason for people that don't do a lot of Fiesta stuff because it is crowded.
Last year, this Taste of the North Side, it was an awesome event. I had a great time. And even as someone who doesn't particularly like big crowds, I feel good at Fiesta. I don't feel overwhelmed.
And your wife, I was going to say her name. You mind if I say it?
Yeah.
And he's tall, too. And a great benefit in San Antonio is being over about 5'7", so you're above the throng.
Yeah.
And, the Taste of the North Side, that's a different gig anyway because it's so expensive. It's never crowded. There's lots of room. But, even a little crowd to some people is too much. So, some people just ain't into the crowded scene while they would enjoy the food. You just don't want to mill about amongst the unwashed.
Yeah, when I was talking to her, I was like, I'm not sure I want to go just because it's last minute. And she's like, oh, am I going to have to wash my hair? I'm like,
Well, for next year,
White people problems.
we're just going to lay down the law and just expect.
Okay. And that's
what we need to do is pitch a bitch 2 weeks prior. Give me the tickets now.
I would go straight from mowing the lawn.
Dude, if you had the only problem, Vic, I know you would enjoy it. I know, and there'd be food that you could find that you could eat. The problem is, it's more than a mile from your house.
Yeah, you're never going all the way up there.
I mean,
no, I need a ride.
That for you to go that far, that's like you. That's like
is it $100 parking?
Well, there was, yeah.
No way.
They had the thing about the VIP thing is, no matter how bougie it gets, they have to take it one notch higher.
Of course.
So now the prices went up, but there's several layers of internal VIP-ness that you can still buy your way into. So you can get into the Taste of the North Side, and there's one VIP area that's kind of outside where you kind of on the other side of a fence can look at the other people. And then there's one that's inside that you go into the rock and look out the window at the unwashed.
Right. Now that's where your brother was last year, right?
Yeah, he got us into the ultra exclusive Spurs Rock Lounge.
Okay, did he do that this year?
I think he might have. I lost like I said, I was home by 10. I ate so much and drank so much I came home. So I think they were headed up there at some point, but I didn't go. I think Joe and Jason were going to hang around and head up to the Ultra
fancy
Lounge
stuff,
or whatever you call it.
Yeah,
I didn't go.
Oh, have a little more.
Let's go look out the window and throw food at the poor.
Yeah.
Oh, great! I'm out there going, "Hey, I want a taco."
Let's dump some caviar on the poor and laugh at them.
Vic, in this case, the poor are the people who had just the $300 ticket.
Oh, see, those poor bastards.
See,
they only have they're only $300 tier.
Oh God!
See, justifying a $300 ticket for that plus the VIP, you're probably spending $500-600, right? That's ridiculous for me, but it's acceptable for you guys. But
for Rob, it wasn't for
Rob.
Me.
Okay.
I wasn't there. I'm a poor. I'm like you, Vic.
But me spending $600 on some Travis Scotts is fine, but to you, it's absurd.
Yeah, it's all about your priorities,
Right.
And the Travis Scotts are actually an investment,
Right.
and everything that you did last night, I did. I'm only renting. I only get to keep that beer for a minute.
But it's called memories, Rob.
Oh, there's the memories.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you that this thing is so bougie. They don't even bring in portalettes. Look at that.
They have actual bathrooms?
There was like 9 stalls for the women last night in a bathroom. The bathroom line for women was through the roof.
Oh,
man. I
I'm
felt
sure.
terrible for them.
Oh, that's a place to pick up a
It's
chick.
one of those things that,
Well, dude, a place with unlimited food and drink didn't have.
They had one bathroom that I saw, and the women's line was 30 minutes.
Oh no!
So for those that spend all the the poor with
Well, women
300
like Joe
didn't-
Reinagel would just live in line.
Well, the men's hey man, they're probably in there pissing on the walls. Who knows? We've had this discussion.
In the
I
sink.
can't go
So
there.
that line moved fast. I never
the
had to
sink.
wait at all.
Yeah.
But the ladies, man, they disappear for 30 minutes. That's one we need to upgrade that.
Well, it's a good event. I'm glad that one of us got to go.
Had the best time. And you were greatly missed. And by the way, everybody that came up and after they said hi to Joe and Jason, and oh, that's Rob. Everybody asked about you. So everybody that came up,
and what did you say? Oh, he's
standing on principle.
a whiny bitch.
No, what I told everybody was one of us has to watch the sports. One of us had to stay home and watch the draft because we're all out here. So one of us had to be fully prepared, and you were that guy.
That was me. Yeah,
You had drawn the short straw and had to maintain the home base. As well.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. That's better than he's a whiny bitch
Yeah,
who was
he could have come, but he's standing on principle.
huffing and puffing about
And Rob, I
not
have no
knowing until the last
principle.
minute.
I have zero principle.
It
Here.
was funny. Rob just jumped in there. He's like, "Yeah, I'll
Seriously,
take one. Yeah, let me get that."
Before I was out the door before his conversation. I'm serious. I grabbed that paper like I got one. I'm out.
Yeah, Rob was not standing on principle with me.
No.
Well, it's good to know we're a team.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to get the tickets. I didn't know you were going to turn them down. Honestly, I was
How
already
do you think
gone.
I feel? I wasn't even considered in the
Oh, of
conversation.
course not, Vic. Please. If we gave you a taste of a Northside ticket, they would never let us have any again.
No, not even to drive the van over there.
No.
Nothing.
I did.
There were masked men there waiting for your kind.
Yeah.
Was
Ice there?
I noticed that they were checking IDs on the way
Ice
in.
was there.
And I guess if you were underage, you got a wristband. I don't know why they were checking
I'll be
IDs
honest.
unless they were checking zip codes. Like, oh, you lived. Okay, you can come in.
This is honestly
Oh no, you're a 4-2. Sorry, you can't come in.
my biggest complaint about Fiesta is getting my ID checked every time I want to drink.
I know.
Like I get it if it needs to be like, hey, you look under 30, we got to check your ID. Like guys who look like me, bald, old, fat guys
Yeah.
with gray beards.
Most of them don't even have our ID. Like, what are you talking
dude,
about?
what do you mean you can't give me a beer without an ID?
Well,
I know.
having served
55.
in their defense, having served, we hated it too. And it's one of those things that because it's a volunteer organization and everybody wants to make sure nobody's overserved because nobody wants to get sued. So you have to ask, and they threaten you with fines, and you're like, I'm just here to have a good time, and I'm trying to give away every third beer. I'm here to have a good time and drink as cheaply and have my friends have as cheap a time as we possibly can. Back in the days when you'd take tickets, people would hand you one ticket and you give them a beer at the end of the day just because of whatever. And they threaten you from the get-go. There's going to be undercover what is it? The TBC.
Yeah.
Undercover TABC will be everywhere. And if they catch you, it's a $150 fine and you can do time. And you're like, well,
right.
damn.
Yeah. Oh,
I was born during the
I'm asking for
Vietnam
IDs,
War.
hell.
The TABC is going to shut down Fiesta.
Well, I'm like, well,
okay. Yeah.
I'd be the one poster child that was like got popped for serving too much or too young. I just having fun.
But they weren't IDing you all night last night.
one. But I thought
they ID
did
you on your way in the door.
on your way in, and I felt like, are you checking for my age or my zip code?
Right.
Like,
You didn't see any sucias?
no.
They keep them out. The riffraff. They don't allow the riffraff.
Everybody kept their
man.
shoes.
No riffraff?
Everybody that I saw kept their shoes on the entire time.
Oh, okay.
I saw no bare feet.
Yeah, no
Yeah,
riffraff.
no,
at
now,
Taste of the
high
North.
class.
There was some Susia adjacent.
Oh, really?
There were some upscale sushis. The ones that,
sweet.
grew up south of 90 and then moved to live around Marshall High School. Those,
Right.
I mean, they got some streets still in them.
And they got promoted to Stone
Yeah,
Oak?
they got middle management at USAA after 25 years and have a good living.
Or they
some
married
Roosevelt.
someone who.
They still got a little bit of Roosevelt in them, a little bit of Zarzamora in their
Yeah.
skin. And you see them
Little bit of
walking around.
Harlandale.
We look at each other and say, yeah, I see you.
I know
I
you.
see you.
I know
Keep
you.
them shoes on. I'll
Yeah.
keep mine on. You keep yours on. No fights.
No
I
fight,
see you.
yeah.
So, yeah, you saw the adjacent ones, the ones that had
Okay.
migrated north. Yeah,
right,
it's still San Antonio. Yeah. We're upwardly mobile. You just can't leave. You just can't leave the streets out of you. Every now and again, you go over and you piss on a wall. Every now and again, you cut in line.
It's so funny that Rob is from the streets. Rob, this version of
I
Rob,
live on
I
the
would have
streets.
never ever, if you told me what part of town did Rob grow up in, I would have picked every other part of town first. There's no way.
I grew up by Harlandale High School.
I believe you.
Yeah.
It's this guy.
My high school, our barbed wire faced in.
I'm
I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
West Campus High School, we were too poor to even afford a name.
No, we just
Give them a direction.
Directional school.
You can't buy a
West
name.
Campus one.
All right. Hey, day one of the NFL draft in the books. Cowboys were busy. We'll talk about it coming up next. Morning Huddle 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We are still dealing with this closure on the south side due to an 18-wheeler accident. 35 northbound closed between South Cross to Division. It's about a 15-minute delay, slow from Southwest Military. Got a police investigation currently underway. 37 northbound, that on-ramp from 1604. We do have an accident. We've got this road work at 35 southbound just past 410 that's causing about a 17-minute delay. And southbound 35 approaching Eisenhower, more road work, and that's a 12-minute delay, slow from Weidner. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. Taco Bell turned Diablo sauce into a dust, and they're dusting the new Diablo Dusted Crispy Chicken Nuggets in it. A brand new classic, only at Taco Bell. At participating U.S. Taco Bell locations for a limited time and while supplies last.
I told my buyers, let's get them bought. Right now is the time to go. GiveMeTheVin.com is America's best car buyer, paying top dollar for your car, truck, sports car, exotic. What are you waiting for? We want to buy your car right now. Find out why thousands of satisfied customers across the United States put more money in their pocket by going to GiveMeTheVin.com.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Introducing Home Care Plus, a new subscription service from Lowe's that helps make life easier by giving members a hand with home maintenance. Let Lowe's tackle the tasks you keep meaning to do, like electric dryer vent cleaning, replacing hard-to-reach light bulbs, and more. Subscribe to Home Care Plus for just $99 a year and consider your to-do list done. Members get more at Lowe's. Available in select zip codes only. Cancel anytime. Non-refundable fee. Product purchase required. Terms and service restrictions apply. Details at lowes.com/terms. Subject to change.
Hey everybody, Joe Reinigle here for Window Nation. You know, spring is a great time to open your windows and wait, your windows won't open? They leak? They're cracked? They need repainting again? You know, getting top quality custom fit windows from Window Nation is easy and affordable. During the More You Buy, the More You Save sale, you could save up to 50% off. Plus, you could get them with 0% interest for 5 years. During uncertain times, one of the best investments you can make is in your home. So visit windownation.com now to book a consultation.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Domestic violence is one of the most widespread crimes in Texas, yet one of the least reported. When someone walks through the doors of the Battered Women and Children's Shelter, they're looking for safety. Help exists, and it's closer than you think. Christie's Hope supports the shelter with housing, trauma recovery, and long-term aid. Thomas J. Henry stands with us in our commitment to end domestic violence. If you or someone you love needs help, visit christieshope.org.
T-Mobile has an exclusive bundle for customers 55 and up.
I'm Sarah Bowl.
Yeah, I'm Frank Bowl.
A reliable network is key for us. And with T-Mobile, it's been wonderful. And going to the 55 plus plan saved us so much money.
A lot.
And that's important, trying to keep costs down. The home internet's been perfect. It's fast, it's quick. The setup was so easy, it took less than 15 minutes.
It was like, ta-da! If you want simplicity, coverage, reliability, you want the whole package, T-Mobile has it. Right now, T-Mobile customers 55 and up can get 2 phone lines on America's best network, plus America's fastest 5G home internet for just $30 each.
$30 per month each line with autopay plus taxes and fees. Minimum age 55. Pricing for home internet rely on 2 lines of essentials. Choice 55. $35 connection charge per line required. Best mobile network and fastest 5G home internet based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence data 2H 2025. All rights reserved.
A KFC tale in the pursuit of flavor. The Colonel made his $10 Tuesday bucket so full with 8 pieces of juicy, crispy chicken or tenders that it might just last you till Wednesday. If you've got that kind of self-control. I mean, some people want leftovers. Others are more into right nowers. The Colonel lived so we could chicken. $10, 8 pieces, one big deal with KFC $10 Tuesdays.
Prices and participation may vary. Taxes, tips, and fees extra.
Save $10 on a pair of Bosch Focus wiper blades. Our professional parts people will even install them for free at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Woo! Hello, friends. 6:22 on the Morning Huddle. That's right. Fiesta time. When's Fiesta over?
Sunday will be the last day. Today's parade day, so everybody's off.
Yeah.
No kids are going to school.
Yeah, I got the grandkids as soon as I get home.
Fiesta Friday, baby.
See, my kid doesn't have to go to school either. And I was like, my wife, I asked my, I was like, she said he doesn't go to school on Friday. I was like, what? Why?
I remember looking forward to that when I was in high school and grade school. Yeah, Friday was always off.
So y'all, what was a Houston-centric day off that nobody else would get?
We didn't have that.
I know, like Houston had like the rodeo day.
I don't know. We didn't get a day off for the rodeo.
See, San Antonio, we've always gotten Fiesta Friday off. It's just that's just what we've done. I was in Chicago one weekend, and it was like something Pulaski Day. Have you heard of this?
No.
They treat it like Fiesta Friday. There was parades. It was like a, I'd say like St. Patty's Day kind of a. And it was very Chicago-centric. I'd never heard of it, but it was a throwdown party that I just stumbled into that I made plans. I went back the next year to make sure
Really?
Yeah, it's something I had never heard of. And it turned out he's some kind of Civil War general.
Okay,
that they celebrate. And it like today, this city's shut down, man. Ain't nobody going to work today but us.
Yeah, I don't know anything about him.
Something Pulaski.
Let's see. Casimir Pulaski.
That's it. Casimir Pulaski Day.
Huh.
What does it have the date?
A Polish nobleman commander. And I don't know what he's got to do with Chicago, though.
Well, you know, the Pulaski Day was what I think that was in Ferris Bueller. When he was at the parade, I think they were doing.
Is that what it was
I think
for?
that might have been it. That's just a guess because I stumbled. Yeah, it's an Illinois state holiday celebrated annually on March the 2nd.
I'll be damned.
And I happen to be in town for Pulaski Day, and they're like, well, the parade starts in an hour. I'm like, for what?
Yeah, it says I don't know. I don't know what he's to do with Chicago, but yeah, they just needed a day off. They're like, listen, we got
probably. Well, that's today in San Antonio. So enjoy your Fiesta Friday. I guess it's going to be good weather too.
It seems decent. So day one of the NFL draft in the books. Cowboys go defense. Traded around a little bit, though. Traded up and down. The big discussion was, will the Cowboys trade up? Will they trade down? Well, how about both?
Yeah. And to do one of the deals with the Eagles.
A little bit surprising to do a deal with the Eagles. They moved up to 11, which, okay. It's
one spot, but they got the guy that they were worried, so they wouldn't got him.
Yeah, I guess so. They get Caleb Downs out of Ohio State, who I would argue is one of, if not the best defenders in this draft.
Couldn't be happier.
I think this is a great get for the Cowboys at 11. Very versatile guy. Probably more of a run stopping safety, like a close in safety than but he can defend the pass too. Very versatile guy.
Got a guy named Woodson that did that for a couple of years. Worked out well.
That's going to be a good pick. And then the second pick, Malachi Lawrence, is a guy that the Cowboys. There's been a lot of talk about him. I can't speak to how good he was in college. I don't know that I kept up with him all that much, but I knew that that he was a name that the Cowboys had. And this is a guy who put up 20 sacks in college, a productive college player.
It's one of those things.
And he's a 4.5 40 guy.
Is it just the stats? That's what I was. Is he a workout warrior?
That's what I think. I mean,
film to back it up. I'm gonna trust the fact they got the guy they wanted. The only problem with me, anyway, is I feel every time I see a team, and the Spurs were guilty of this for a minute or two as well. When you feel like you're the smartest guy in the room, you're not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if you're reaching for something, and you think you know something that nobody else does about a guy that wasn't at a big. I mean, at a big time school. That's Big 12 football, but it's still UCF. Whatever. I just worry about. Do you really see it, or are you just thinking you're the smartest guy in the room? We're going to go get this guy. Y'all didn't see what we saw. So if you tell me he's good, I'll trust the fact that he fits the bill. But I know your eyes have not really matched the skill set on some of these reach.
Well, when
picks.
someone is 6'4", 255, and they run a 4.5, everybody sees it.
Yeah.
You're not the only ones who saw it.
I'm not mad at it. I'm not. You tell me he's good. I like the position they grabbed.
I do
and
too.
A guy that has his hand in the dirt and can stand up. Looks like a legit 3-4 outside edge rush linebacker type. So he's got the numbers. So sure, you tell me that's it. I like the position. I just don't know about the draft pick because I don't know the guy.
I was a little bummed that they missed Akeem Mesidor by one pick.
I felt like if I can't have Bain, Mesidor would be a fine mix. And
He goes 22 to the Chargers.
I wonder if they were hoping when they moved up, we'll get one or the other. You think that's where it came down to?
No, I think when they decided to trade with Philly, they were they knew that Pittsburgh had to go offense, and they probably knew that it was them and the Chargers, and they said, well, if they take one of them, we're going to get the other one.
Yeah,
so
that's what I felt like. So obviously, on both occasions, they got the guy they wanted. So if that's the case, and your eyes tell me that this guy can do what you hope he can do on that outside edge, congratulations, you get an A.
Yep. So we'll see how day two looks. We got a lot of draft picks to talk about. Let's start at the top. Coming up next, the Raiders have their man. I want to talk to Rob and see if he thinks it's still the right guy. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We are still dealing with this closure on the south side due to an 18-wheeler accident. 35 northbound closed between South Cross to Division. It's about a 15-minute delay, slow from Southwest Military. Got a police investigation currently underway. 37 northbound, that on-ramp from 1604. We do have an accident. We've got this road work at 35 southbound just past 410 that's causing about a 17-minute delay. And southbound 35 approaching Eisenhower, more road work, and that's a 12-minute delay, slow from Wiedner. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by American Public University.
The future won't wait, neither should you. That's why American Public University offers affordable, flexible master's programs to keep you moving forward. American Public University, made for what's next. Learn more at apu.apus.edu.
We have meaningful basketball being played in San Antonio for the first time in years, and you know the Roof Hub has proven to be the best place to go watch the games with those 3 massive 170-inch screens and TVs all around. All the games, all the fights, and when you show up at the Roof Hub, show up hungry. Open daily at 11. Great for lunch, great for dinner, great for late at night, and the best place to watch the game. Just down from the big blind, right next to the Angry Elephant. The Roof Hub, 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Roo.
Mellow Mushroom has the best pizza in San Antonio. Mellow delivers the best pizza experience with their delicious dough, premium ingredients, and unique flavors. Delivering a higher order of pizza is the standard. If Mellow can make a pizza this delicious, imagine what they can do with munchies, greens, calzones, and burgers. Mellow Mushroom has San Antonio's best happy hour with food specials and half-off adult beverages. Mellow Mushroom is at 1604 in Stone Oak Parkway. Hang with friends, watch the game, and mellow out at Mellow Mushroom.
By texting 64,000, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from Ownwell. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at ownwell.com/terms. Individual results may vary.
Right now, I have 24 different units. I think that's 15 separate properties. I trust Ownwell with all my properties. I trust them to fight for me with the appraisal district as best as they can. And they've done a very good job. Ownwell is making my life more efficient, making me a better landlord. Using Ownwell, I've saved on average about $10,000 a year. That's a lot of money.
Your property taxes aren't set in stone. They can be reduced. Ownwell combines savvy technology and deep local expertise to save real estate owners real money. Want to see how much Ownwell can save you on your property taxes? Just enter an address and see your tax savings estimate. See how much you can save with Ownwell right now. Text SAVE to 64,000. Text SAVE to 64,000. That's SAVE to 64,000.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
Big color, bigger savings. Sherwin-Williams Super Sale is here. Get 40% off paints and stains April 24th through the 27th with prices starting at $30.89. Whether you're refreshing your interior or exterior, we've got the colors to bring your vision to life. And with delivery, getting everything to your door is easier than ever. Shop online to have it delivered or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details. Delivery available on qualifying orders.
Did you know about 1 in 3 people with plaque psoriasis may also develop psoriatic arthritis, which causes joint pain, stiffness, and swelling? Does this sound like you? Listen to what it sounds like to be a million miles away. Tremfya guselkumab, taken by injection, is a prescription medicine for adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who may benefit from taking injections or pills or phototherapy, and for adults with active psoriatic arthritis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Imagine being a million miles away. Explore what's possible. Ask your doctor about Tremfya. Visit Tremfya.com or call 1-800-526-7736.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, the Wemby watch continues. Is he going to be cleared to play?
Game 3 is tonight, and of course, day 2 of the NFL draft will have all the reaction from Thursday night's round 1.
Plus, we'll have some special guests from the Dallas Cowboys. Who'd they select?
Will McClay and those players expected to be on.
The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This is Jason Minix, and you're listening to the home of the Texas Rangers, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
What? You know it.
Woo! Orale. Hello, everybody. Morning Huddle 94.1, San Antonio Sports Star. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Love to have you here. The Raiders, no surprise, none whatsoever, no surprise, take Francisco Mendoza, number 1 overall. And I've been saying, like, listen, I'm not saying that Francisco Mendoza is not a good football player. I like him as a football player. I like what he did in college. I was a fan. I was hyping him up before a lot of people were. I was saying this is a great fit with what Cignetti was doing. When he became the de facto slam dunk number 1, I had a little hesitation because I can see a world where he has a hard time just holding the respect of an NFL locker room.
Yeah, we were talking about it in the pre-show. Everybody's played with the, I don't know how you want to describe him, but the do-gooder, the perfect individual, the guy that calls his mom every day and reads the Bible before bed.
The straight A student.
The straight A, that guy, which we all want our daughters to marry, but you don't really make them your friend a lot of times because they're the good influence. But as long as he walks the walk, I think you can get the respect. But the thing about him is he's such a howdy-doody.
Yes.
I mean, he's such a goofy. In the post-game or the post-draft yesterday when he was on Van Pelt, and he called Tom Brady Mr. Brady. That just, oh, man. Does that guy, when he gets into the huddle and he looks at a 33-year-old, 325-pound, 8 surgeries later, battle-hardened offensive lineman, and looks him in the eyes, this guy ready to go lead that guy? Are you okay
I don't know. That play?
Maybe.
Right.
But, oh, shucks, let's go play hard for it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, no.
Are you tired? Do you want me to run the ball?
Yeah, something like that. That's what's scary, AJ. I just don't. I think he's going to be okay, but I do think that it's going to be a transition.
But do you understand my concerns?
Yeah,
is what I'm saying.
I absolutely get it because, you're a 10-year vet. You've been losing forever. This guy, they have invested everything in him, from the head coach to the general manager and all this. And you get into a huddle, and he's like, "Oh shucks, guys!" I'm like, "Oh no,
Tebow, it's Tebow 2.0."
Well, the thing about Tebow was, what a great point. That dude walked the walk. So if you'll walk the walk and you'll be that dude, and you prove to me that when it gets tough, like what made his bones this year, you throw that touchdown pass to the back of the end zone in an overtime game to win it on the road kind of crap, you got me. But in between that time, you're going to have to earn a lot of respect.
He just, like, if Woody from Toy Story were a football player instead of a cowboy.
Perfect.
That would be Francisco Mendoza.
Woody. Let's just give it to him now.
That dude is going to, stand up and be a motivator of men.
Maybe, but it's going to be kind of awkward. Let me
because
tell you.
listen, and I haven't been around Francisco Mendoza to know, but I've been around dudes. Probably the best example was when I worked in Austin and I was around Vince Young, and you see Vince Young stand up around his teammates, and there is a
ripple in the force.
Like you feel that you feel that Vince is the dude, and everybody in this room knows he is the man, and what he says, they're like, "Yep, we are down to ride."
Okay.
I stood in the room and saw J.J. Watt talk to his teammates, and when he talked, everybody listened, and I just look at Francisco Mendoza and I hear him talk.
Come on, guys!
And again, this is to take nothing away from his play on the field, which is good.
It's Fernando Mendoza.
Francisco Mendoza. Fernando Mendoza.
You better get used to that.
I know.
Call him FM.
Yeah, no. So Mendoza, like the idea that this guy is going to stand up in front of Max Crosby and be like, "I am the leader of this team." It's very hard for me to picture.
Can you name anybody that was? I could name one. There's probably, I can name 2 in my personal experience. I just thought of another. That walked the walk, were what they were, and were successful beyond everybody's wildest dream.
I'll give you, and I'm not sure if this is exactly what you're asking, but a guy who if you had told me this guy will lead men, I would have said no way, and it ended up working out. It's Tom Brady.
Well, good point. But Tom wasn't a number one draft pick kind of coming in doing that.
No, but I'm saying that's a guy that I wouldn't expect
he
to.
earned it. You're right.
But that didn't come until he won.
But see, I was looking on the other side. Like David Robinson never varied. He was exactly who you thought he was. He was all shucks, but he was 7'2" doing that. But I mean, you looked at him and go, really? But it turned out. The other one that came to mind immediately was Roger Staubach. Roger Staubach was 100% that dude.
But you're talking about like ancient times.
But I know, but these were bourbon drinking, coke doing back. These are some men back in the 70s. These weren't the coddled superstar kind of thing. These were dudes that had day jobs in the off season. They were doing this for the love of the game and a little bit of cash, and Roger led those guys. So I do think it's fully possible if you walk the walk and you live that life and you don't vary it, and at the same time you deliver on the field, people will follow you. I mean, they'll get in line, but you're going to have to earn it. I guarantee you there were guys that walked in and saw Roger Staubach that first time and you're like, Captain America, this guy, we're going to go win with this guy who's, praying and doing all this other kind of stuff. And eventually, oh my God, we all did.
Sure.
So I think it's possible, but it's so hard to get there. Because even now, I think the closest comparison right now in the NFL is Kirk Cousins, who's had a phenomenal year, but I don't really respect
his teammate.
Yeah. I mean, he's had a phenomenal career and made more money than God. But when you list the quarterbacks that you respect and go, who's going to lead us down the field? Kirk Cousins is not even on the list, man.
He needs to grow out his beard. See that? He looks more.
He's just
more intimidating, I guess.
He's
look at this one.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
I'd like to stay, but I got a D&D game I got to get back to. Okay.
I don't know why. Yeah. He looks like Francisco. That's why. I don't know, man. I'm hesitant to buy into this working.
Just go look at his highlight tape, man. He throws a rope.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
But, dude, if the NFL, if all it took in the NFL was being able to throw,
I know.
There's a lot of guys that would make it.
Oh, shoot. But at least you can go, well, I can see if everything's in place, he'll get the ball where it needs to be. And I think, you should expect more from the number one overall pick, but at least they got that.
Yeah. There's like Kurt Warner's another guy, I guess you could think of that is kind of that, but
he didn't, again, he had to work his way there. He wasn't gifted the number one overall pick. He was throwing turkeys down an aisle and doing barnstorm football, and he showed up and went all shucks all his way to a Super Bowl and a Hall of Fame. But he wasn't on the top of the heap.
How many dudes have how many NFL quarterbacks that were virgins have won the Super Bowl? Has that ever happened?
Let me think.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't want my quarterback to be a virgin.
Well, that's why his mom kept it. Seriously, that's why
I don't know.
He's got an ugly girlfriend.
I don't know if he's a virgin. He's probably not. I'm being sarcastic, but
that guy pulls like
that box
crazy.
Needs to be checked.
He's like that. He's like that Michael Cera. Behind the scenes, he's doing rails off hookers.
I imagine it being more like
that's the quarterback I want.
I imagine it being more like Kip from Napoleon Dynamite. Like things are getting pretty serious.
Little serious.
LaFonda's coming to visit.
Yeah.
Things are getting pretty serious.
Next time he's got a do-rag on.
What's up, guys?
Is he gonna have a grill pretty soon?
Yeah.
Anybody notice Fernando's changed a little bit? What's up, bro?
All right, we'll be right back. We'll keep talking draft today. Morning Huddle 94.1.
All right, step up. If you really know the Rangers, this is your game on Rangers Game Day. Make your call in the Morning Huddle's Ranger Double Dinger Payday. Pick the Ranger who takes one deep. He hits one, you're in. Ranger tickets. He hits two, and then we're talking tickets and a hotel stay. Big swings, big rewards. Wake up with the Morning Huddle and cash in with the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers.
San Antonio, this Saturday, April 25th at 4 p.m., the Gunslingers are back at Freeman Coliseum for an explosive home showdown. We're welcoming the Northern Arizona Wranglers to town, and it's our retro 70s throwback game. Get ready to groove as we crank up the disco vibes. The first 1,000 fans through the door get a free far-out 70s explosion wig in red, white, or blue. Big hits, big hair, and nonstop action. Don't miss it. Gunslingers versus the Wranglers this Saturday, 4 p.m. at Freeman Coliseum. Tickets at sagunslingers.com or the box office.
Man, I love this place. I've been surfing here since I was a kid. Now, seeing my grandson out on the water, it means everything to me. Watching him and taking in the blue waves, the sea breeze, the blurry horizon.
If you have geographic atrophy, or GA, subtle changes in vision could mean it's progressing toward irreversible vision loss. Izervay is proven to slow GA progression and could help preserve your vision for longer, so you may keep seeing the world around you. Izervay, or avacincaptad pegol, is an eye injection. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may cause blood in the white of the eye, blurred vision, or a temporary increase in eye pressure. Do not drive or use machinery until vision has recovered after an eye injection or exam. Ask your retina specialist how you can slow your GA with Izervay. To learn more, call 1-855-IZERVAY or go to izervay.com. Paid for by Astellas Pharma.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text bail to 474747 or online at mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149.
Order for Jennifer C.
Is this my double shot, double cream, double froth, double pump, double whip, double sleeve?
Yeah. Can you handle that much caffeine?
Did you know Discover automatically doubles all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year?
Oh, really? That's great.
Seriously, did you know Discover automatically doubles all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year?
Yeah, you just said that.
Did you say I just said that?
Yeah, I'm cutting you off.
I can't have any more? Why not?
You earn, we match. Discover Cashback Match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
Hey guys, do you want male performance in the bedroom and do you want it now? Get it in 47 seconds or less. For the first time, you can have instant male enhancement. Introducing Nox 47, the topical male enhancement that works in 47 seconds or less. Satisfaction guaranteed. Finally, after years of scientific research, our proprietary formula will allow you to perform in the bedroom like never before. Just imagine that little blue pill on steroids. No reason to settle and wait when you can get instant performance now. Forget about pills and potions that make you wait hours or up to 30 days to work. That's yesterday's news. Nox 47 is brand new. The hottest thing for men. And you don't need a prescription. Call now and get your free supply for a limited time.
Find out how to get Nox 47 for free. Call now, 800-481-9964. That's 800-481-9964. Free bottles for a limited time. Call 800-481-9964. That's 800-481-9964.
Check engine or ABS light on? Take the guesswork out of your warning lights with O'Reilly Veriscan. It's free. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
When I wake up, the best mornings
In the morning light,
start with Wrangler.
I pull on my jeans and I feel alright.
Jeans, jackets, and shirts that get your day started. Good mornings make for better days. Wrangler, for the ride of life.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
All right, now let's see. This is the outer realms of.
Was this at a Taste of the North Side?
No, we didn't do that. But like I said, those that are hood adjacent, they'd have played that, and everybody would have looked at the dance floor like, "You going?
All right, let's get it on. Let's get it on."
What are they saying?
I don't know how many of these were big surprises.
Well, there was one. There's one huge surprise.
I guess you're talking about the LA Rams. moving up to 13 to take Ty Simpson, the quarterback from Alabama. And
if this was any other coach, any other organization, it would be worse than it is. As far as most of the kickback is kind of like, what the hell are you doing? Any other organization, it would be like, this is a crack in the foundation of the organization. But I think because a head coach, they're going to get the benefit of the doubt. But seriously, you have a Super Bowl caliber team. They do. They've gotten better in the offseason. But you did absolutely nothing to get you're not better today. You're better 2-3 years from now.
Which I think is a luxury that the Rams have.
It better be.
I mean, the alternative is waiting until Matt Stafford retires and going, oh, God, what do we do now?
I hope they're brilliant. I do. I hope that, but we all knew that there's a lot of questions about Simpson. Maybe I don't question the move, planning ahead because it worked out for Green Bay. If you do this thing right, man, you can save a lot of money. But it just seemed like a team that, they're a piece or a part away from Super Bowl title, and they didn't address. I mean, you had a free swing. I mean, you really kind of did. You got wide receivers, you got running back, you improved your defense, you got the best cornerback available in free agency, you got everything, and you could put a little bit more icing on the cake, but you put something on layaway. And I'm like, well, why didn't you get yourself back to a Super Bowl caliber thing?
But how different is this from if you're Oklahoma City, the Thunder, and you've got a draft pick, and you say, okay, well, we could get this guy who could maybe help us right now, or we can get a Nikola Topic who down the road, you know what I mean?
It's an RPP. You're right. It's a rich people thing, but I just felt like, man, when they drafted him, I thought, well, I don't think he's going to get blown up because he's a hell of a coach, and I understand he'll make this guy a good quarterback. He will. But as far as the team goes, and I know you don't make this pick without talking to Stafford, saying this is not a threat. You're going to end up your Hall of Fame career here, and you'll be taking snaps for at least 2 more years, or until you decide you're done. We're not going to do anything to you. So you give him the comfortability of that. But then you're Stafford, you go, well, at least my job's safe, but you didn't help me any. You didn't go get something that I could use. I don't know what he needs or feels like he needs. And you didn't add to the defense. You didn't go get some kind of one-trick pony kind of thing that would really give us some edge. You didn't. So here we sit. We got a great team, but we could have been greater, I feel like. That's my only argument here. And I think only the Rams and maybe 1 or 2 head coaches in this league can get away with that.
The Rams are the first team in history to select a quarterback in the first round of the draft. Oh, no, I'm sorry. First one since 1967 to select a quarterback in the first round of the draft the year after their quarterback won the MVP. So the last time it happened, Bart Starr won the MVP in 1966, and Green Bay drafted Don Horn.
It worked out well for them.
Yes, of course. Everybody remembers Don Horn.
That's the strange thing about last night. Because I guarantee if the Cowboys would have done that, oh, my God, the world would have lost their minds. But because they're the Rams and they are loaded, it's not like they weren't in a position to do just this. But do you think Simpson is even in the same block as Pat Mahomes, who was the last guy I can remember who got drafted like this? Like, hey, we got a starter. You get to just sit and watch for at least a year. Do you think he's got Pat Mahomes-ness to him, or even Jordan Love-ness to him?
I don't know, but here's what I know. Sean McVay is I trust.
You're a witch.
I trust his decisions.
Yeah. So until proven wrong, that I will give you the benefit of the doubt. The same way I don't give the Cowboys the benefit of the doubt when they're drafting defensive linemen that I've never heard of, because I don't think you have a good eye for it. Well, I trust the Rams, but it just seemed like, yeah, you're kind of saving for the future when you could probably invest in this house and make a little bit more money next year. You know what I mean? I just didn't get the move.
My biggest problem with Ty Simpson is that he's hardly played college football. There's just not a lot to know. And there are 3 players in the last 25 years who have had fewer starts at quarterback that win in round 1. And the list of those names, so Ty Simpson had 15 career starts. The list of guys who have had less, Dwayne Haskins.
Yeah.
Not good.
Yeah.
Mitch Trubisky. Not good.
He's a playoff caliber quarterback.
Mitch Trubisky's a backup quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah.
And Anthony Richardson.
So that's the one guy that came to mind was Richardson. Entirely different style of quarterback, obviously.
Right,
You're not trying to turn an athlete into a quarterback. But, yeah, it's a bold move. And if you're right, it's one of those brilliant tactical 3D chess kind of moves that very few teams can even attempt, much less succeed at. And if they get it right and he turns out that good and they have this natural transition at quarterback, ideal. But a lot of things have to fall into place. They better win something this year or it's going to look bad.
Yeah, I'd like to know how Matt Stafford feels about it. Because Matt Stafford's probably like, man, let me something.
That's what I would have thought.
But I trust in Sean McVay. We'll be talking draft and Spurs all day. Morning Huddle 94.1.
The Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. KTFM, Floresville.
This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. Taco Bell turned Diablo sauce into a dust, and they're dusting the new Diablo Dusted Crispy Chicken Nuggets in it. A brand new classic, only at Taco Bell. At participating U.S. Taco Bell locations for a limited time and while supplies last.
All right, our Sports Star crew, listen up. If you want to keep winning in life like our San Antonio Spurs do on the court, head over to Game Day Men's Health. Cibolo Shirts or Alamo Ranch, the roster stacked with all-stars just like our Spurs. Experts trained in hormonal health, erectile dysfunction, weight loss, advanced peptide therapies. Why go to the G League when you can take your talents straight to the top, baby? Whether you're tired all the time, you've got low energy, maybe you've got some weight gain or the brain fog, maybe you need a little help in the bedroom. I'm not here to judge. They've got you covered. Their Hall of Fame team and services like testosterone replacement and peptide therapies will get you back in the game. Located in Alamo Ranch or choose the Cibolo Shirts location on I-35 and 3009 across the highway from HEB. Call 830-376-9100 or visit GameDayMen'sHealth.com and book your appointment today. Win back your health, win back your life. It's game day. Let's go. That's 830-376-9100.
We have meaningful basketball being played in San Antonio for the first time in years, and you know the Roop Hub has proven to be the best place to go watch the games with those three massive 170-inch screens and TVs all around. All the games, all the fights, and when you show up at the Roop Hub, show up hungry. Open daily at 11. Great for lunch, great for dinner, great for late at night, and the best place to watch the game. Just down from the big blind, right next to the Angry Elephant. The Roop Hub, 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Roo.
In today's fast-moving job market, staying ahead means keeping your skills sharp. At University of Maryland Global Campus, we help keep your capabilities cutting edge with our skills-based education programs designed to move your career forward. Explore more than 135 degrees and certificates in business, cybersecurity, and more. Apply now and save with no application fee. Classes start May 13th. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chev.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter. Download to see if you qualify. Not all customers will qualify. Transfer fees may apply. No Albert subscription required. Albert is not a bank. Albert Instant Loans are issued by FinWise Bank, member FDIC. Not an actual client. Terms apply.
Kylie, what's wrong? I just got hit with a car repair bill. I'm behind on rent, and I feel like I can never save any money.
Have you tried the Albert app? Albert is your financial assistant, helping you find ways to save and create custom budgets to actually grow your money. Plus, you can get up to $10,000 for big expenses, or advance up to $1,000 fast when you need cash right away.
Albert can get me up to $10,000?
Exactly. Albert spots you in a pinch and helps you grow your money in the long run.
I'm downloading Albert right now.
Download the Albert app and use promo code THRIVE to borrow up to $10,000 for whatever you need. The Albert app helps you budget better and save more money so you reach your financial goals faster. Download the Albert app right now and use promo code THRIVE to borrow up to $10,000. Use code THRIVE to borrow up to $10,000.
Spring into savings this truck month at North Park Chevrolet in Castroville, your 6-time Chevrolet Dealer of the Year. Lease a 2026 Silverado 1500 Crew LT for $589 a month, 0 down. Or drive a 2026 Silverado 1500 Crew Custom for $36,999. New heavy duties have 3.9% financing, no payments for 90 days. Together, let's drive North Park Chevrolet, 10 minutes by Loop 410 in Castroville. Must qualify. Call 830-355-2107 for full price and offer details.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We've got an accident investigation currently underway on the south side of town at 35 northbound South Cross to Division. That accident, the investigation is in the clearing stages. 37 northbound, the on-ramp from 1604, minor accident. A stall at 90 westbound 35, that's now off to the shoulder. And it looks like they did pick up that road work. 35 southbound, 3009, but still set up. 35 southbound just past 410. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
The NFL draft started last night, and the Cowboys were active. They both traded up and down, ended up with the safety everybody seemed to like, Caleb Downs from Ohio State, and Malachi Lawrence, an edge rusher from UCF. The Texans, well, they moved up. They grabbed Kalen Rutledge, a guard, at the 26th pick. The draft continues tonight live on San Antonio Sports Star starting at 5 o'clock. NBA continues Spurs tip at 9:30.
Sports Center is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hey, good morning, everybody. 7:01 on the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. We've been talking draft today, and we'll be talking draft, a lot today. It's a big day. A couple teams decided, we're not interested. We're not interested. The lowly Buffalo Bills, they traded all the way out of the first round. They decided there was nobody. And I had heard that the Bills kind of wanted to be in the second round anyway, and they traded 3 times.
Well, I mean, they added picks with every move, so as long as you draft appropriately, the good teams win championships in rounds 3 through 6, man. That's where the money's at. In
a year with not a whole lot of first round grade players, and that's what everybody's talked about, is like, this is, some years there's 40 guys with a first round grade. This year there's probably 20. Well, so if you don't have a first round grade on somebody, don't use a first round pick on. I ain't mad at it.
I'm of the belief that your first round draft pick better play a lot. He doesn't have to start, but that guy better contribute immediately. And the second rounder better be the same, just about the same damn thing. These guys better show up and be ready to play, because they're drafted for a purpose. They're getting paid appropriately for what they're doing. So if you draft well in the second and third rounds, it's just like having low first rounders all the way through. Now it's the eye of the beholder, and this is where the good GMs make their money.
The other top pick, the Jets made 3 picks.
They did a good job, man. I have questions about Aaron Glenn. We can question just the sheer jetness of the Jets. But their picks were actually appropriate yesterday. I thought they did good.
They get David Bailey at number 2.
Which did anybody rise faster than him? It just seems like over the last 2 weeks, Bailey went from a 10, 12, 15 pick, maybe the second or third edge coming off the board, to that.
It felt like Arvell Reese was going to be the guy, and then for whatever reason, the Jets decided they liked him better. And we talked about it yesterday. Once that line moved, I said, oh, yeah, that's who they're taking. There was information.
Yeah, so They got the guy they wanted, and certainly talented for sure.
And then a couple pass catching options: Kenyon Sadiq out of Oregon and Omar Cooper, another receiver. So they get, I always hesitate to say the Jets had a good draft because the Jets.
Well, they didn't screw it up. It's in my eyes. So they did. They drafted appropriately. Now the actual talent behind them, the position is always in question. But they didn't do anything dumb. They didn't draft the shiny thing. They didn't chase like Love, which I'm sure we're going to talk about. They went and got guys that they needed, and they were the best guys available for them. And that's not Jet-like.
Yeah,
it seems to me.
You mentioned Jeremiah Love. Listen, the thing about these slotted draft selections is you're going to pay X amount of dollars, whether it's a running back or a quarterback or a defensive end. I have a really hard time justifying paying a running back the kind of money that they're going to pay Jeremiah Love. Yeah. But if you really believe that this guy is Saquon Barkley 2.0, then maybe this is a good pick. I just am until it's proven, I don't believe that about a running back. It doesn't feel like it's worth the risk to me.
Because even if it really does work out pretty well, even if he does become Bijan.
Yeah.
Bijan hadn't lifted the Falcons into goodness. No. They're just average. So even if you are really good, you turn out and can do all the things that we expect him to do, and I do think he will. But
what did Saquon do for the Giants?
Well, not a lot. But he should still be there. That's an error in there.
What did Christian McCaffrey do for the Carolina Panthers?
All of that. You're right. All of those play into it. But if you're right, it's worth the pick, especially if you go, I know I'm paying through the nose. I know it. I know that I'm going to pay him more next year than Saquon Barkley will be at base. I know that's what I'm doing. But I went and got this beautiful, shiny multi-tool that's going to progress my team. Then you can kind of justify it. But him personally, you better call Bijan and go, I hope Bijan's going to have to tell him, I hope you can just revel in stats because there's not going to be a lot of W's.
Yeah. And a bad team, bad franchise drafting a running back top 5. It's a big risk, and
I'm the type that would draft him. I'm all for those kind of guys because I do think there's a certain amount of PR-ness to it as well. At least we got a shiny thing that we can brag about. But it's just going to be a tough life for him. You can't help but say you better talk to Bijan and you better talk to Ashton Genty and you better see what life's going to be like to be a highly valuable, usable thing that doesn't have the guys around you to help you be that guy. You're always under duress. You're going to get hit the moment you touch the ball. They're going to know you're getting the ball on third down. All those things you're afraid of, it's coming, and it's going to be hard.
Yeah. On the other side of that coin were the guys who got they took when we mentioned Ty Simpson being one of these guys who maybe you reached a little bit. And then other teams who traded up. Kansas City traded up. They gave up a third and a fifth round pick to move up to number 6 to get Mansour Delane, the LSU corner. I like most mocks. And again, mock drafts are mock drafts, and these guys actually scouted him, so they must have seen something they liked. But most of the ones I saw had him going in the mid teens. So to move up and get him at number 6, okay.
I thought they were chasing that linebacker.
Styles? Yes. Well, I didn't know what they were doing, but it's an interesting. I knew they needed a cornerback.
Yeah, they lost their guy to the Rams, so it was a good get. And if you tell me Mansour's the dude, but I think you could have gotten.
I guess the other thing is the only other guy that was looked at as a top end cornerback in this draft is Jermod McCoy, who's still waiting because he's got a knee issue. Mm-hmm. So, you say, well, this is the one quote-unquote sure thing at cornerback. The Chiefs needed a cornerback desperately. They trade up and get it.
Well, they spent it. They spent the money. I mean,
I guess so.
Pay it.
And then they got a Peter Woods, who, I mean, it's a big body on the inside, interior lineman who didn't put up big numbers in college. But we'll see. We'll see if and they've done that before. We'll see if the Chiefs are right this time.
Well, they've had the human eraser for problems in Pat Mahomes. Let's see if he can continue to cover up for the weakness in the roster.
The Philadelphia Eagles end up with Mekhi Lemon, who is a player I love. He's a smallish guy, but he is an absolute weapon. And trading up for Mekhi Lemon,
that's a death nail.
If that doesn't tell you A.J. Brown is not going to be a Philadelphia Eagle, I don't know what will. I don't know what, like, if it has to be spelled out on the chalkboard for you, A.J. Brown is not going to be a Philadelphia Eagle.
So you can sign like on June 1, right? Like June 1 at 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
He will be an ex-Eagle on June the 1st at 2 o'clock. Without doubt, without hesitation.
And I think it kind of made sense for both teams. Like, I think this was a win-win for the Cowboys and the Eagles.
Philadelphia, they're not better losing A.J. Brown.
No. But they got something that they needed. They're filling a hole that they know they're going to need to fill.
And Malachi better talk to A.J. because whatever that. What's his name?
Mekhi Lemon.
You're going to have to chase some balls, man. The balls ain't going to come easy to you.
Oh, this dude's like, dude, I have been playing
with like more talented and older quarterbacks at Oregon for the last 4 years.
No, he's been with Lincoln Riley. Like I've been in a Lincoln Riley offense, and now I'm going to have.
How's your drive blocking? You're going to do a little bit of that, and you're going to be the dude that has to run real fast and take the cornerback out of the play. That's all you're going to get to do half the time.
Well, good luck. Good luck to Mekhi Lemon. Were there any other names in round one that you're like, oh, I'm surprised to see him go here? I was a little bit surprised to see Carnell Tate go so high.
But that's greatness by association.
Like,
you're on a great team and you look really good doing it. And he's not even the best guy at that position on their team, but that'll be the number one overall next year. Though, for the most part, the guy that I like the most in the draft is just a guy that I appreciated the violence and the activity he brought was Bain. I was surprised that he fell as far as he did because I felt like if there was an edge rusher and you get past the numbers, of course he's got T-Rex arms. Sure, okay. I get that, and that might be why. But so many teams acted like they loved him, and he ended up falling a little bit further than I thought. That was the biggest surprise to me because apart from Caleb for the Cowboys, as far as getting the guy that they needed, I felt like Bain was an edge rusher that's going to put numbers up for a minute and be a good, violent, if not super great defensive end. And I think a lot of teams just kind of he was just close enough to consider, but at the end of the day, not the guy that they went with.
The big concern about the shorter than 31-inch arms. The first defensive end with arms shorter than 31 inches to be drafted in the first round since at least 1999 when they started measuring that.
That's a crazy number, and there's obviously merit to it, but his film doesn't lie. He's just a violent dude, and he might be hamstrung by that. I mean, it might be a way he just can't get off those good edge tackles, but in my mind, that was the surprise that he fell where he did. I'm not really great on the scouting these guys. I don't know how things translate on edge rushers because I've seen some guys I thought were going to be really good, and they just didn't turn out. But he's just seemed to have that thing.
You were right about one thing, and I would have lost money on this. The Giants taking Arvell Reese is such a head-scratcher to me because it's like the one position where they don't have need. They just took Abdul Carter with the third pick, and they already have Brian Burns. They have Kayvon Thibodeau. Like, they've got edge rushers out the wazoo. What are you doing?
Well, look at who's drafted him. This is a blood and guts 3 yards and a cloud of dust. He's going to win. He knows he's got a young quarterback that might turn the ball over a little bit because he's got a little gunslinger in him. He's loading up on defense, man. He's going to win. He's going to try to win games scoring 24 points.
Oh, well, I guess so. They used that pick on Arvell Reese, who a lot of people had his comp was Abdul Carter. A lot of people had said, this is the guy you just drafted.
You got two of them now. No, I think it was a very safe pick.
Yeah.
Because he's good. He's going to play. You didn't
listen, if your philosophy is draft the best player available, they probably did that. And it just at some point it's like this is what your roster needs. This is what you've got. Right. It's kind of a surprising pick to me. The other pick they used was on an offensive tackle, Moigoa from Miami, who is probably a much. First of all, he's a much better fit. Like he's going to be on the field. The Giants need him on the field. So, like you said, they believe they've got their quarterback. Now they got to protect him.
They're going to Baltimore the Giants. That's going to be a run and gun team, guts team.
We'll take a break from the NFL draft. We'll talk more about it a little bit later. We'll talk some Spurs. Spurs back in action tonight.
Surprising, man. I'm shocked by the news yesterday.
I
just
am
didn't
too.
Think so.
We'll get into Wemby's travel plans. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
Let's be honest. Watching the Rangers is better when you got something on the line. On Rangers game days, call your shot with the Morning Huddles. Rangers Double Dinger Payday. Play ball! Pick the Ranger you think will send one into the seats. He hits one, you're going to a Rangers game. He hits two. Now you've just been upgraded. Tickets and a hotel stay. That's what we call getting paid. Wake up with the Morning Huddle. Make your pick and win with the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers.
The John Clay Wolf Show. Here's what's going on in the Wolf Pack.
The Sarlacc is a terrifying creature that was created by attaching a ferocious, sharp, giant fangs to an armadillo named Apita from the Guadalajara Zoo. He's famous down there. He can beat you at tic-a-tac-a-toe 3 games out of 4.
The John Clay Wolf Show.
Listen to The John Clay Wolf Show, Saturday morning at 8 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Fiesta with NAW, Northwest Automotive Warehouse with party-worthy promos. Through the end of April, take $150 off the American-made Real Truck Undercover Ultraflex Truck Bed Cover. Call or visit with promo code BLITZ to save $100 with free install. That's $999 installed on most Silverado, Ram, or F-150 5.5-foot bed Ultraflex covers. 200 in stock. No wait. Shop local with NAW. Family operated since 1978 on Culebra or online at nawtruck.com.
San Antonio, there is a new place to watch the NBA playoffs, Novo Brewery. Over 80 feet of massive video walls, cold craft beer, and a full bar. Novo Brewery attached to North Star Mall with juicy, thick-cut ribeyes, Brazilian empanadas, stack burgers, and more. Visit NovoBrew.com.
San Antonio, this Saturday, April 25th, 4 p.m., the Gunslingers host the Northern Arizona Wranglers at Freeman Coliseum for our Retro 70s throwback game. The first 1,000 fans get a free far-out 70s explosion wig in red, white, or blue. Big action and big hair. Don't miss it. Tickets at sagunslingers.com.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation, so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
Hey everybody, Joe Reinigle here for Window Nation. You know, spring is a great time to open your windows and wait, your windows won't open? They leak? They're cracked? They need repainting again? You know, getting top quality custom fit windows from Window Nation is easy and affordable. During the More You Buy, the More You Save sale, you could save up to 50% off. Plus, you could get them with 0% interest for 5 years. During uncertain times, one of the best investments you can make is in your home. So visit windownation.com now to book a consultation.
Breaking news for your home. Way Day. Wayfair's big sale is almost here, and you can score the best deals in home. Like up to 80% off everything home. Yes, you heard that right. 80% off with free shipping on everything. Plus surprise flash deals all Way Day long. We're talking outdoor furniture and essentials, rugs, and more. All at Wayfair. And all up to 80% off during Way Day. Shop Wayfair's Way Day from April 25th through 27th.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/groundadvantage to learn more.
Do you owe back taxes or have unfiled tax returns? The IRS won't quit until they get your money. Here's great news, fresh from those in the know. Major changes have happened at the IRS. If you owe more than $10,000, you may be eligible for a 99% reduction of what you owe. Haven't filed a return for a while? Their happy clients are talking.
The IRS was going to levy my bank account, but Guardian was able to prevent that and fix all my IRS issues. Thanks again, Guardian Tax.
Need relief from crushing tax debt? The IRS now has special programs. Guardian Tax knows all about them. Personal or business, this is the fresh new break you've been hoping for.
We aren't the company you call when you need a hug because you're scared of the IRS. Guardian Tax is the company that wins when you need it most.
Guardian Tax Service is really great to work with. They really help me out. I'd recommend them highly.
Call now for a free confidential consultation. 800-505-7915. 800-505-7915. 800-505-7915.
You're listening to The Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
¿Qué onda?
Do you ever know anybody personally that plays the accordion?
I know a bunch of people.
Oh, you do? Not counting Tios and Primos.
Yeah.
I've never known anybody
that
played the accordion. It's a phenomenal instrument.
I have one family member that plays accordion, and I know about 5 or 6 guys that do, friends just through the years. It looks easy.
Oh, it's hard.
Yeah, it's super hard, man.
It'd be like, my sister.
Too many buttons.
When she was in high school, played the French horn. And even at its best, the French horn sounds like a dying duck.
Yeah.
Even when it's played perfectly.
Yeah.
I imagine living with somebody learning to play the accordion is like living with somebody learning to play the bagpipes. Like, dude, you're gonna have to go someplace else and come back when you're fully functional because I can't listen to this anymore.
Yeah, go practice over there.
Mama's got a squeeze box. Daddy never sleeps at night.
Yep.
That's right. All right. The San Antonio Spurs, they will continue their series, this time on the road. First time they've been on the road in a while.
Yeah.
They head up to Portland, and surprise news, Wemby will travel with the team. You and I
just am shocked. And I know they have all of his best interests at heart. And obviously the medicals are telling him one thing, and your eye test tells you something entirely different. Because the guy I saw get knocked out had no business getting on an airplane yesterday. But obviously I trust the medical staff. They've always erred way on the side of caution. But I quite frankly am shocked.
I am too. Now, under the NBA's concussion protocol, a player cannot return to full participation for 48 hours after the time of the injury, but can resume gradual activity after 24 hours as long as symptoms don't worsen.
So we got news yesterday about 4 or 5 that he had worked out, right, or done something.
Yeah.
To give him the at least the clearance to put him on the plane.
Yeah. Wembanyama, the results of he's going to have to get clearance from the doctor in consultation with the league protocol director. But his results will also be compared with his baseline neurological evaluation, which players undergo at the start of the season. Mm-hmm. Every year you go under, they figure out this is what your brain looks like when it's healthy. How close are we to that?
Before I had my guys test, I want y'all to take this like you just been horse kicked. So the baseline's low.
Right.
So if in fact you do get knocked out, it'll be a lower hurdle to get you back on the court.
Yeah. Listen, man.
I know.
Who's the president? Who's the president?
I know. Who's your coach?
The dude from Death Valley days?
I'm surprised. And again, we've talked about this. I don't think they would. Dude's 22 years old. I don't think they're doing anything to risk his long-term health.
I don't. And we know who the Spurs are. We know that when it comes to injury and health, they err almost to a fault toward the player.
Yeah.
I mean, we know that. So I'm not worried about his health. I know what I saw And I felt like this cat's out for a week.
Yeah, he hit
minimum.
it hard, man.
I mean, literally, his eyes rolled up in the back of his head like a cartoon, and then he laid down out. And I know when he tried to get up, he didn't know where he was.
And he had an X across his eyes.
So, but again, I'm not the doctor. I didn't give the test. It just scared the hell out of me. And I feel like a lot of this might very well just be strategery. That, yes, we want Atlanta, we want Portland practicing as if he's going to play. And maybe there's a 10% chance he can clear all this, but I just can't imagine that now. After I said I can't imagine him getting on a plane, I can't imagine him warming up, I can't imagine him playing, but with every passing minute, I guess it gets more and more likely. I hope it works out.
I'm still going to say he doesn't play game 3.
Imagine.
I'd be shocked if he plays. The betting line kind of suggests that he is not. The Spurs still only a 2.5-point favorite. I saw yesterday from a sports book they had basically said the impact on Wemby. So the Spurs were yesterday a 1.5-point favorite. The sportsbook manager at BetOnline said that if Wemby were playing, this would be San Antonio minus 7.5. So minus 2.5 still says it's highly unlikely that Wemby's playing.
I just, again, can't imagine. And the other part of this is we're still favored. You look at your team and go, this team without him had a 14-point lead with 8 minutes to go that you built. This had nothing to do with Wemby. He was already gone, and you did that. There's no reason to expect that you're going to collapse again. All 4 of you guys can't play that badly at the same time again. I can't imagine. So I get that, and some of it would be if I'm Mitch, behind the walls, we know he ain't playing, but we're going to act as if. But I tell my guys, and I look at De'Aaron Fox, and I look at Steph Castle, and I go, this is your game.
Yeah.
You guys have gotten a lot of love, a lot of hype, and it's not. You want to prove to the world that it ain't Wemby and the Jets. It's Wemby and the rest of the Spurs. Let's see if you go do it. And I appreciate some of that gauntlet being thrown down. Is go win this game so Victor doesn't have to play. Go win it so Sunday we don't even have to be concerned about him playing. If we go home even 2-2, that's a win. Yeah. But win tonight.
Let's see. This guy, John, says he wasn't out. He was lying on the ground. His mouth was moving. I mean,
okay.
Trust me. I've seen guys knocked out. Their mouths are moving. It's just a matter of what's coming out of it. And he looked pretty out to me. He lifted his face off the ground and then laid back down.
He woke up speaking French. I mean, his first language came out first. And you might be right. But my question is, if this was your son, and you were the dad, and you saw that happen, and you're all about, there's a difference between hurt and injured. There's a big difference. I saw that. My kid ain't getting on a plane.
Dude,
No.
Yeah, well, you've been around sports dads. It's a.
But I mean, I think sports dads.
He's all right. I promise you, Coach.
No, you're right.
He's good.
But you see that, you go, oh my God! I know games are important. And I know that even without you, even if you didn't play those 2 games, we're fully capable of beating this team 3 times in a row. I mean, I give them enough respect to know that it's going to be hard, but we can do that. And if it took waiting 3 days to ensure that he's 100% above the neck, I'm willing to wait. If he doesn't play for these 2 games, we're not out. Now, we have made a very difficult bed, but we're not out. So we can even err on the most cautious side and have him not have him play for 6 days and still be in it. Yeah. I mean, there's not a chance of getting knocked out. Now, you got to win 3 straight games, but at least 2 of them are at home. So I'm not. That's why I'm so surprised that he's on the plane, because it's not do or die. It's not that you're standing on the end of the plank and if he doesn't play, we lose, we go home. I mean, worst case is you got to win 3 straight against a team that you won 2 out of 3 of without him.
But I guess the other side of it is if you bring him up to Portland, you at least have the option. So maybe he doesn't play tonight, but something happens between now and game 4 where they say, yeah, he's good to go for game 4. Now, okay. I mean, although I guess they could have.
I'd have sat him to see what goes on tonight. And Saturday, guess what? You're getting on a plane, man. We need you. And you're physically and mentally, you're in a better place to fly. We'll put you on a private jet and get you there in no time. But not today. We're going to sit you in a dark room and give you some soft Enya music. And you'll have some warm green tea. And we'll just kind of mellow out for a
burn
while.
some incense.
Yeah, we're just going to chill for the next 12 hours while you find your center.
Yeah,
and then
we're going to get you some Tim Duncan medicine.
Yeah, with some of that. The wise old Rastafarian up on the hill.
Yes.
I hear he
Here's a
has
gummy
some magic flowers.
Yes.
And we're going to give you some of the holistic remedies that we all believe
Once you
in.
can pass 3 tests, you'll meet the wizard. And if you pass these tests, your quest then begins.
Tim's sitting in some room, a smoke-filled room with some kind of robe on.
Yeah.
Giant joint.
There we go.
So I see you've come for knowledge.
So you're telling me your brain is injured?
And, you could put on a few pounds, too. So the munchies, that's fine.
Yeah.
Have yourself a peanut butter sandwich. You're going to be all right.
Eat some bugles.
Have some bugles. Have Funyuns?
Would you like some bugles? I can picture Tim Duncan offering bugles. That's
I got to tell you, Wizard, I thought you'd be eating something else.
Yeah.
I really didn't expect bugles, but I'm in. I got to tell you, I thought it'd have been fruit.
Maybe he wouldn't recognize him as Tim Duncan. He would just keep calling him Wizard.
Who is this magical Rastafarian?
I saw a wizard.
This 7-foot dreadlocked wizard I just met.
You mean Tim Duncan? No, I don't think it was him. He wasn't wearing basketball clothes.
His feet didn't even touch the floor. He was floating.
He wasn't wearing basketball clothes. He was wearing wizard clothes.
That wise old Rastafarian wizard.
Yeah, he got me really baked. Really.
I'm hungry and ready to go to Portland.
I had a great time with the wizard on the mountaintop.
That's good.
Very high on the marijuana, and
He gave me a script that I could actually fill in Portland.
I'm very ready to come back and now play the basketball match. A lot of physicality.
What is Northern Lights Indica? I don't even... Where do I get this script
No, don't
filled?
give him indica, Tim.
No, we're zoning out.
No, we need a sativa on him.
Oh, no, that's for tonight.
Get up.
This was last night.
They're like, all right, Wemby, you're in. And he's...
We're going to put you in the couch.
Give him a sativa. He's going to clean the locker room.
That's for tomorrow night. That's for tonight. Last night, he needed to chill. We needed to get in the couch.
Let's chill,
Become one with the
man.
universe. Listen to some Greg Allman and just kind of chill out.
Well, let's talk about the game itself, and we'll do that coming up next. It is the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We've got this road work on 35 that's causing delays through the northeast side, Windcrest area, 35 southbound just past 410. So that's slow from Weidner. On 90 westbound at 35, disabled vehicle now off to the shoulder. Got a minor wreck at 37 northbound, that on-ramp from 1604. And this is now an accident investigation in the clearing stages on 35 northbound South Cross to Division, where we had an earlier 18-wheeler accident. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Summit Racing Equipment.
It's Car Care Month, and Summit Racing has what you need for bumper-to-bumper care. Revive the interior, exterior, underhood, and more. Shop summitracing.com. Use promo code RADIO for $10 off an order of $100 or more. Exclusions apply. Offer ends May 3rd, 2026.
Almost 90 years ago, Academy Sports and Outdoors was born right here in Texas. So we know a thing or two about a thing or two. Like beans don't belong in Chile. It's called a feeder road. And how far really means how long. We've been your neighbor for generations. That's why we're adding Texas-sized deals across the store, only in Texas. If you happen to find a better price at a competitor, we'll beat it by 5%. Academy. Fun can't lose.
Hi, Flo here from Progressive. You know, life changes quickly, so it's good to have flexible coverage.
Oh, you mean like adding another vehicle?
Yes, that's something we can do.
Great, because I was thinking about getting a van so we could just keep the kids' softball stuff in the car.
Oh, we don't need to get into specifics. Just saying it's easy to change.
Oh, and Hannah wants to try the tuba.
Again, we don't need the specifics.
Last year, she wanted to be a tap dancer, but that only lasted 2 lessons.
Okay.
But she kept the shoes because they are adorable.
Well, just know that with Progressive, you can easily add another car to your auto insurance because we know life changes.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Move over, Chips. There's a new crunchier MVP in the snack aisle. Enter pork rinds. Southern recipe pork rinds are low-carb, gluten-free, and packed with protein to keep you going. And the flavors, big, bold, crunchy. From sweet barbecue to hot honey, every bite brings that flavor-packed crunch you crave. Grab your favorites today at H-E-B or online at porkrinds.com. Southern recipe pork rinds are your snack time, crunch time hero.
Spring into savings this truck month at North Park Chevrolet in Castroville, your 6-time Chevrolet Dealer of the Year. Lease a 2026 Silverado 1500 Crew LT for $589 a month, 0 down. Or drive a 2026 Silverado 1500 Crew Custom for $36,999. New heavy duties have 3.9% financing, no payments for 90 days. Together, let's drive North Park Chevrolet, 10 minutes by Loop 410 in Castroville. Must qualify. Call 830-355-2107 for full price and offer details.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, the Wemby watch continues. Is he going to be cleared to play?
Game 3 is tonight, and of course, day 2 of the NFL Draft will have all the reaction from Thursday night's round 1.
Plus, we'll have some special guests from the Dallas Cowboys. Who'd they select?
Will McClay and those players expected to be on.
The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. San Antonio's Sports Center.
The NFL Draft started last night, round 1. Cowboys picked up 2 defenders, Caleb Down and Malachi Lawrence. The Texans traded from 28 to 26 and got a guard in Keelan Rutledge. The NBA's in full playoff form. The Spurs play tonight at 9:30. Victor Wembanyama will be with the team. The Knicks went down to the Hawks 109-108, and the Raptors served some home cooking, took down the Cavs 126-104.
This is Jason Minix. You're listening to 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
No, this sucks. That goes right to my pain level. Something about that voice right there.
Well, this is what Wemby's listening to right now in his AirPods.
Yeah, he's got to get hyped,
He's
man.
got to have some kind of seizure.
It's a banger, man.
All right, let's.
It's the hype. It's.
Let's assume for a second that. First, let's assume that we're able to stay up until midnight to watch.
I'll be asleep before tip-off.
Yeah, you'll never. Vic's never going to see
Vic's going to wake up for breakfast about 10.
Yeah.
But let's picture a world where Wemby doesn't play tonight.
Okay.
How different do you expect this to look from the last 3 quarters of Game 2?
Well, first of all, I think we'll see more cohesive basketball. Number one, they just fell apart. Missed passes, bad passes, turnovers, injuries. So I think more continuity. I think that it's going to be firmly in De'Aaron Fox's hands. This is going to be his game. It will go, if we win, it will go as he wants it to go. If he needs to go get 35, go get 35. If your game is they're going to try to take you out, you come out of here with 10, 11 assists and 2 or 3 turnovers. But it's going to be decided by our best player on the court. And that's De'Aaron. So I give him the ball. Defensively, it's all hands on deck in the paint. You know, there's going to be some bigs playing tonight that aren't going to be an offensive threat, that are in for one reason, and that is to try to keep clinging off the glass. So it'll be 4-on-5 sometimes offensively. But I trust the fact with De'Aaron in the ball, we can get that done.
I'm interested in this game tonight. And I think part of what we saw, and this is what I texted the group when it happened, the Spurs, and I don't think this is permanent, but I think when they saw Wemby go down,
slumped.
They went kind of like, oh, man. And the Blazers went, yo.
Yeah. We got to share.
You guys see this?
Doors open. And
let's
they did
go.
Uh-huh.
And, we can now play our game. We can attack the basket.
And the good news is they can do that so well because Denny Av's just such a downhill player. I mean,
so is Scoot. All of them are.
So they saw an opening at the rim, and they all met there. And they took us apart. So that frontline defense, whoever's out there consistently, and it's going to be some little dudes. We're going to have Carter Bryant out there having to lean on a big old boy like Robert or Klingon. It's going to be some big guys on top of little guys, but you're going to have to at least maintain an even split offensive rebound-wise, because I don't believe that Scoot Henderson can continue to shoot the way that he is. I still believe he's a scoring threat, but I think it'll be done in different ways, picking up fouls, getting into the paint. It won't be those open jump shots. If you can possibly control the glass, that to me is job one.
I'm with you that I believe this is a De'Aaron Fox game. I believe that he hasn't had a great series so far. I think this is going to be his game. I do think the Spurs win this one, and I don't think they're gonna. It's not gonna be a blowout. You know, it's going to be like game 1. I think that this is going to be a competitive game. And in the fourth quarter, I think that the Spurs will probably have – I bet they go into the fourth quarter with like an 8-point lead, and they win by 3 or 4. Like, it's going to feel tentative for a little while, but I feel like the Spurs are going to hold on.
That would be the script.
And it's what we've seen all year. Either they melt down in the fourth quarter and then hold off an opponent, or they melt all the way down. I'm hoping that this is one of the ones where they only melt a little bit.
You know, and the thing about – you're right. The thing that the Spurs have been so successful at this year is in that meltdown period, we've got 4 guys that can defend the ball. All 4 can defend the ball very well, and all 4 can individually go get their own basket. And that's a rare thing in the NBA where you got – and I'm saying this is without Wemby. This is the guys that you'll have out on the court and plus whatever post is out there. We're talking about Devin, Keldon, Dillon, De'Aaron Fox. If those are the guys out there, I didn't even include Harrison Barnes, that there's 5 guys that are all fully capable of getting the ball in their hands, putting it on the court, controlling the ball for 3, 4, 5 seconds, and getting their own shot. So they can rule the wasteland when the passing's not there, when you can't get a play in place. You got 4 dudes, you can put the ball in their hand, they can go do something with it. And that's what was so hard about that loss the other night, because all 4 of those guys didn't do it. You'd think 1 or 2 would have showed up that would have gone and done what they did. So I just don't think there's going to be the collapse again, either due to injury or just ineptitude, that if it's close late, we'll win that game because offensively we got 4 options all the time.
The problem is without Wemby, De'Aaron Fox hasn't played great. I mentioned. I don't think Julian Champagnie's been great.
Keldon has not showed up.
Keldon has not. He's been almost a 0 offensively. Carter Bryant's giving you very little offensively. Harrison Barnes is giving you very little offensively. Somebody's going to have to step up. And again, I assume it's going to be De'Aaron. I bet Devin Vassell has a game too.
He has been the most consistent Spurs.
He kind of has been. Well, Castle has quietly been really good on the offensive end.
And the good news is, or the bad news for Castle, depending on how you look at it, is Castle's going to always has to work so hard on defense on the other side.
That's the problem.
That guy gets the tough guy every night.
And he's going to have his hands full. Like they bounced. He saw some time on Avdija. He saw some time on Scoot. He's wherever they need him.
I think all 3 of those guys, 4 guys, are going to rotate around, just throw different things at those guys. But yeah, so I give Castle even more credit because he has to work so hard on the defensive side.
Appears that Harrison Barnes is okay to play. They said it was a shoulder stinger. Looks like he's okay. We thought it was like a broken wrist at the time, but a shoulder stinger makes sense because it felt like.
Dude, that's another scary one when he went hobbled off. Ooh.
And Dylan Harper, the word is that his thumb is good to go. He's fine for game 3 as well. So with the exception of the likely exception of Victor Wembanyama, the Spurs are going to be healthy going into.
We're going to get a Willis Reed moment. We're going to get a warm up in 3 minutes of Wemby, just enough to fire our boys up.
All I know, like either Biyombo or Olynyk or Plumlee is going to have to play minutes.
Absolutely.
And I'm not asking them to be.
Have we been saving Olynyk all year for this?
Dude, I'm not asking you to put up 10 points or I'm just asking you to not let it be 5 on 4.
Right.
And there were times that there were a couple games we went to the first, I think it was maybe the second or third game that Plumlee played. And we were talking he didn't look like he knew where he was supposed to be. He was turning in circles, he was lost. You can't be that.
And even if he does know where he's supposed to be, he's so little of a threat that he's going to be alone unless he's in the paint. They're just going to leave him be to do whatever that he'll do, knowing full well he's never going to take the shot unless it's coming off the glass. He's just not going to shoot it.
Yep. And Klingon is like you said, he's so good on the boards. That's you just need someone to try and slow him down.
Yeah, make him make free throws, push him, make him. If he's got a 2-foot shot, make it a 5-foot shot. Lean on him and make it hard on him. And if you leave the game with less than 3 fouls, you didn't do your job.
Seriously. So interesting game 3 tonight. Again at 9:30. 9:30 tip, which I'm guessing is 9:40.
Oh yeah.
3.
It'll be a late night, but Taco Palenque.
Man, I was
if they win, we'll see you Saturday morning.
already asleep an
Oh,
hour.
my gosh. What are we going to do?
See what, Vic, you'll go to bed at your normal 2:30, 3 o'clock. You'll wake up for breakfast and get the Spurs right off the bat.
Now I usually go to TikTok and see who won.
Get the 30-second rundown.
There you go.
The last 30 seconds of the game.
All right, let's talk about the games that got played last night coming up next. It is the Morning Huddle 94.1.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text bail to 474747 or online mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149.
Buyers Barricades is proud to provide traffic control, rental, and sales for work zones and events in the San Antonio area and beyond. Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. Learn more online at buyersbarricades.com. That's buyersbarricades.com.
By texting 64,000, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from Ownwell. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at ownwell.com/terms. Individual results may vary.
Right now, I have 24 different units. I think that's 15 separate properties. I trust Ownwell with all my properties. I trust them to fight for me with the appraisal district as best as they can, and they've done a very good job. Ownwell is making my life more efficient, making me a better landlord. Using Ownwell, I've saved on average about $10,000 a year. That's a lot of money.
Your property taxes aren't set in stone. They can be reduced. Ownwell combines savvy technology and deep local expertise to save real estate owners real money. Want to see how much Ownwell can save you on your property taxes? Just enter an address and see your tax savings estimate. See how much you can save with Ownwell right now. Text SAVE to 64,000. Text SAVE to 64,000. That's SAVE to 64,000.
Big color, bigger savings. Sherwin-Williams Super Sale is here. Get 40% off paints and stains April 24th through the 27th with prices starting at $30.89. Whether you're refreshing your interior or exterior, we've got the colors to bring your vision to life. And with delivery, getting everything to your door is easier than ever. Shop online to have it delivered or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details. Delivery available on qualifying orders.
You know that Big Bargain detergent jug is 80% water, right? It doesn't clean as well.
80% water? I thought I was getting a better deal because it's so big.
If you want a better clean, Tide Pods are only 12% water. The rest is pure, concentrated cleaning ingredients.
Oh, let me make an announcement.
Attention shoppers, if you want a real deal, try Tide Pods.
Stop paying for watered-down detergents. Pay for clean. If it's gotta be clean, it's gotta be Tide Pods. Water content based on the leading bargain liquid detergent.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code FAME25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code FAME25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code FAME25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Back it up, back it up, back it up, back it up. Want to walk it like a doggy. Yeah.
Did you get a text too?
No.
Oh.
You crazy.
That's funny what you said. Like,
I never got one of them.
Never from my wife.
One time I got a fax with a funny picture drawn.
I got a telegram once.
Come home. Stop. Touch me. Stop.
A singing telegram.
Oh, a singing telegram?
Yes.
I'm waiting for you. Stop.
Yeah, some guy shows up with no shirt on and starts singing.
Wait a minute. Beep, 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 beep.
Oh.
That's why you know Morse code.
That's it.
Yeah. It's like, remember they used to have those Andrew Luck where he was like, we took many losses today. Our soldiers are ready, but we are tired and hungry. Let me see. Hector, when was the last time the Spurs lost 2 in a row?
Without Wemby?
Right. Well, the last time they lost 2 in a row was January 11th and 13th. They lost to Minnesota and Oklahoma City in back-to-back games.
No shame in that, but that's a great stat to cite. Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, that's a long time ago. And that was in a run where the Spurs have lost back-to-back games this season 5 times. And 3 of those came in like a 2-week span, in like from right after Christmas until the middle of January.
You think about that time. We didn't know what was going to happen with Sohan. There was a little bit of turmoil. We had at least one injury in there. I know that Victor came in and out during that span. So yeah, that was a rocky period. But I'd have thought that had happened more recently than back in January. I knew we were the hottest team since February. I knew that, but I thought there might have been a back. I think that is such a good telling stat. That tells you that this is a team that's absolutely resilient despite their age.
Yeah, man. These guys have bounced back well pretty much all season long, and only losing back-to-back games 5 times over the course of the season is incredible.
Considering everybody spent some time on the IR this year, so no, that's impressive. It's still these are young guys in a new environment. And the good news is so is Portland, and it's going to be as easy as it was for the Spurs to have the yips in Game 1. With all the excitement, and they were able to overcome it. Portland's going to have to do the same thing because that building hadn't seen the playoffs in a long time, and they're as rabid about their fans as we are. They're going to have to come out and settle down a little bit, and this is a good opportunity for the Spurs jump out and do what they do really well in the first quarter, get a nice lead, and start playing comfortable basketball.
The games that happened last night, the Hawks took down the Knicks again. Hawks take a 2-1 series in that or 2-1 lead in that series. Knicks came back, just short of the full comeback. 109-108 Hawks win. Are you worried for the Knicks?
Actually, no. I'm less worried for the Knicks today. I know that sounds weird because they were getting beat last night, and they fought hard. They ended up losing, but they won the fourth quarter. I think they can walk off the court going, yeah, that was us. That wasn't them. So, I liked Atlanta as an early upset dog kind of thing. They played really well, and they had to squeeze that win out. So I think the Knicks, even though they lost, might feel a little bit better about themselves than you'd think because they didn't play very well, and they fought their way back into it. So I do know that they have figured out how to beat the Knicks. They've made Brunson a victim, and wherever Brunson is on the court when he's playing, they go right at him, and it's working for them. So if they can continue to do that, they've got a fighter's chance. But I think the Knicks feel like, yeah, we've seen your best, and we can do better than that.
You and I both expected the Raptors to come out. I always say you can't fake desperation.
Right.
Raptors down 2-0. Start of the fourth quarter, Raptors went into the fourth quarter with a 2-point lead. They win the game by 22 points. They obliterate Cleveland in the fourth quarter, and that was the difference in the game. These teams were tight all the way through. Fourth quarter, absolute wrecking job by the Raptors, and I said they needed a big night from Scotty Barnes. They got one. Scotty Barnes blows up the game. 33 points, 11 assists for Scotty Barnes, and the Raptors suddenly at least have some life in the series. Are you worried for the Denver Nuggets? 113-96.
Speaking of find the victim for the Denver Nuggets is Jamal Murray. Defensively, he is their designated target, and they have ripped him. That position, I don't know, whoever he has defended, I bet Murray, even with his points, is a negative 10-12 while on the court. Yes, there's every reason to be worried. Now, I didn't see a lot of the game, but what I did see, Joker wasn't playing very well.
Joker, 7 of 26 from the field. That doesn't happen.
Oh, dude.
So if you just, all you did was go, okay, look, what's Joker's stat line? 27 points, 15 boards, 3 assists. That's a good day, right? 7 of 26 from the field, 2 of 10 from 3.
What are you doing taking 10 3-pointers?
It's crazy. If he has 11 free throws, if he doesn't have those free throws, then, I mean, this is a disastrous game. And Jamal Murray wasn't great either. He was 5 of 17, 0 for 5 from 3.
He was, I'm telling you, in the little bit I saw, every 2-guard that came in, they went right to him, put the ball in the court and make him defend after 3 dribbles. He can't do it.
The starters in this game were 4 of 21 from 3. Like, that's nightmarishly bad. You're talking 18% from 3 from your top minutes guys. It was a disaster offensively for Denver. I don't know if I panic if I'm them, but, man, Minnesota's a team that I kind of overlooked, and I know they've been
there before,
knocking on the door the last couple years. I just said they can't stop Joker. Well, they did. And now it's like, okay, now we got – and you talked about plus-minus. Joker was minus 21 last night when he was on the floor.
And, you know, I have no problem with his volume. I don't care if you take 40 shots. You're Joker. But don't take stupid threes. Don't take what they give you. You should know enough that if you're open, that's where they want you to be.
Yeah.
Don't be there. Go someplace else. Be someplace they don't want you to be. That's scary. They're better than Minnesota. They should, just tactically and physically be able to take care of them. But if you're playing dumb defense and you're playing against guys that know where your scab is, they know how to pick that thing and keep going at it, you got a little bit of work in front of you. I don't think that it's dead in the water. But what little I did see, Minnesota was just much more enthused about the game. I mean, everybody was hitting the floor, doing those little extra hustle things that win tight basketball games, and they were doing it while they were up 26.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think they were enjoying their little run. Joker's going to have to settle in. You're too good to be given or taking what they're giving you without taking what you want.
Well, we're halfway there on a Friday episode. Coming up next, we will discuss the other series that are going on. See if we can get a feel for how these things are headed going into the weekend. It is the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You're locked on The Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. KTFM Floresville. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We've got this road work on 35 that's causing delays through the northeast side, Windcrest area, 35 southbound just past 410. So that's slow from Weidner. On 90 westbound at 35, disabled vehicle now off to the shoulder. Got a minor wreck at 37 northbound, that on-ramp from 1604. And this is now an accident investigation in the clearing stages on 35 northbound South Cross to Division, where we had an earlier 18-wheeler accident. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. Taco Bell turned Diablo sauce into a dust, and they're dusting the new Diablo Dusted Crispy Chicken Nuggets in it. A brand new classic, only at Taco Bell. At participating U.S. Taco Bell locations for a limited time and while supplies last.
There's nothing I hate more than dishonest business practices. So I built the company GiveMeTheVin.com around this slogan. We do what we say we're going to do when we say we're going to do it. At GiveMeTheVin.com, we show up at your house, check in hand, pay off your payoff. It's just that simple. GiveMeTheVin.com.
We're the only 5-star BBB rated car buyer out there.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
People. They're good. Good for laughs, for snorts, for cries, and goodbyes. People are good for doing nothing or getting up to something. People are good for squad goals and squad. People are good for you. Jim Beam. Best enjoyed together.
Jim Beam, Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, 40% alcohol by volume, 2026 James B. Beam Distilling Company, Claremont, Kentucky.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
T-Mobile has an exclusive bundle for customers 55 and up.
I'm Sarah Bowl.
Yeah, I'm Frank Bowl.
A reliable network is key for us. And with T-Mobile, it's been wonderful. And going to the 55-plus plan saved us so much money.
A lot.
And that's important, trying to keep costs down. The home internet's been perfect. It's fast, it's quick. The setup was so easy, it took less than 15 minutes.
It was like, ta-da! If you want simplicity, coverage, reliability, you want the whole package, T-Mobile has it. Right now, T-Mobile customers 55 and up can get 2 phone lines on America's best network, plus America's fastest 5G home internet for just $30 each.
$30 per month each line with autopay plus taxes and fees. Minimum age 55. Pricing for home internet rely on 2 lines of Essentials Choice 55. $35 connection charge per line required. Best mobile network and fastest 5G home internet based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence Data 2H 2025. All rights reserved.
When I wake up
The best mornings
in the morning light,
start with Wrangler.
I pull on my jeans and I feel alright.
Jeans, jackets, and shirts that get your day started. Good mornings make for better days. Wrangler, for the ride of life.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
In the NFL, the draft began last night. The Cowboys were active. They traded both up and down, came home with Caleb Downs, safety from Ohio State, and Malachi Lawrence, edge rusher from UCF. The Texans drafted a guard, Keelan Rutledge, at 26. Spurs are in Portland tonight. Tip-off for Game 3 set for 9:30. There will be a Victor Wembanyama in attendance.
From the studios of San Antonio's Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Oh, we're halfway there. Whoa!
Wow. We are halfway there, man.
Yeah, baby. Got any big plans this weekend? You doing more fiestaing?
I'm going to drive. No, I think my fiestaing's done. I'm going to go to Austin tomorrow night and go see UB40.
Red wine, you make me feel so fine.
Going to do some white guy reggae.
All out of nowhere, right?
Yeah.
What?
Some white folk reggae. We're going to culturally appropriate some dreadlocks tonight.
Okay.
Put on some
Sweet.
some tie-dye.
The way you do the things you do.
Rub myself down
All
in
right.
patchouli.
The way you do the things you do.
I got to go by and see the Grand Wizard beforehand, the Wizard of Rastafari beforehand. I hope that Tim can dispatch.
What if you guys are there
knowledge.
together?
He might be.
Falling in love with you.
Little reggae for you tonight.
I can't believe UB40 is still playing.
I know, man. I saw them and I was like, well, I got to see them.
Holy fool.
You know, they do can you find their version of Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain? They do a reggae version of Willie's Blue Eyes, which is pretty damn good. I bet they play that.
No, I only got this one and Red Wine.
Yeah, Red Wine I knew you'd have.
Yeah.
You don't have the way you do the things you do.
Oh, yeah.
See,
Yeah, here we go. Hold on.
there are lots of white
this is
dudes.
better, Vic.
For you old-time San Antonians, you remember that mall that they tried to build down there where UTSA is downtown? There used to be a mall there they called the Pink Elephant, and they used to have this reggae, Rastafarian reggae jam there every year.
I don't remember. When was that?
Remember it was that weird like outdoor mall that they built where the UTSA downtown campus
Oh,
is.
yeah. Forgot about that.
I saw UB40 perform there back in the mid-'80s.
Vic, I want you to start this song over.
All right.
And I want you to listen to the lyrics of the band that Rob's going to see tonight.
Okay, here we go. Ready?
Yep.
Which one? Red Wine?
No.
No, this is
the way you do the things you do.
Okay, here we go. That's it.
You got a smile so bright.
You could have been a candle.
You know you could have been a candle.
Mm-hmm.
I'm holding you so tight.
You could have been a handle.
You could have been a handle.
Yeah. Well,
the way you swept me off my feet.
you could have been a broom.
You could have been
It's
a broom.
obvious. Keep in mind the state that you're in.
The way you smell so sweet.
Perfume.
You could have been some perfume. It's like a Sesame Street song.
Well, yeah, it's not deep. But you got to keep that rhythm. There's a basic thump to a reggae song.
You know you could have been a flower. You look so mean.
They're not deep thinkers.
You know you could have been an hour.
So it rhymes.
As long as it
there won't
rhymes,
be any
right?
word that they use purple
what
or
the
orange.
Word, the rhymer with this.
And baby, you're so smart. You know you could have been a school book.
See? You know what UB40 is? UB40 is the unemployment form for the British government.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Which just goes to show they're not deep thinkers.
No.
Oh, no.
But when you had to go out and when you were in Britain and you were unemployed, you went and filled out your UB40 form.
I need the money, man.
Hey, have fun. That
Keep
should
in
be
mind,
a good
that's a
time.
white dude.
Are
That's
you
Ollie
going? Are
Campbell.
you going with your wife?
Yeah.
Oh man, your wife doesn't partake though.
No.
She's not
But
going to have fun.
I have a sense there'll be a contact high to get tonight. You don't have to bring anything.
Yeah.
It'll be in the air.
It'll be there already.
It'll be in the air.
Sweet.
Yeah,
It better be a good show.
I'm going to Swansea.
Yeah, you're
Day.
doing the fancy stuff. I describe what you're headed up to do this weekend, and people always go, "Tell me more." What now? So there's a Belgian place that releases once a year beer in random little bars across the world.
Yeah.
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 So yeah, go
That's
to
what I'll be
Johnson
doing.
City, the mecca of beer for the next 24 hours.
I've never been to Johnson City.
Well, don't blink.
Well,
There's a lot of money up there. Horseshoe Bay, there's a reason why it's there. You're gonna be in a full room.
Well, looking forward to it. Should be a good time drinking some good beer. I got some buddies coming in
Do you
tonight.
get like a ceremonial glass with this?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Good.
Fancy glass, fancy T-shirt, all that good
All
stuff.
right, well, enjoy your
yes.
Swansea beer.
Thank you.
But it's not a
Thank
beer,
you.
though. Is it a
It
beer?
is. It's a beer. It's just a.
What kind of beer is it?
It's lambic.
That's what a lambic.
It's like a. It would be.
Would it be a lambic sour?
Yeah, it's like a sour. Yeah.
See that? See what I just did there?
Yeah. Open fermentation.
I openly ferment a lot of things.
Yes.
Just give me a Dr.
I just
Pepper
leave.
zero.
I just leave
you're
food
no
out.
fun.
Leave food out, and
You're
I'm
no
openly
fun, Vic.
fermenting.
You're missing out on all the fun.
Yeah.
You know.
Does it have any nibs in it?
No.
No nibs.
No.
I like
No
some
nibs.
nibs. Some beer needs a nib.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no nibs in this. That's the.
What weight is it? 30 weight or 40 weight?
It's a solid 30 weight.
This is going to be a very light, light drinking.
So not a
beer.
molasses.
Oh, like a 10 weight?
Okay.
And you're not like the thing about lambic is it's delicious, but it's really hard to get drunk, like because it's a low ABV beer, but it's loaded up with fruit, and so
That's scary for me.
the thing that hits you before the drunk is the bubble
sugar?
guts.
Oh, no.
It's like
highly acidic.
All the sour, a bunch of sour fruit beer in your belly, and then you got to eat a bunch of Tums. Like it's just
it's just a nightmare.
This is sounding less and less
That's part of
appealing.
the day.
There,
Yeah,
AJ.
let's go do
you
it
try
again.
to turn me off of this, so there's more for you. Or
Well, yeah, I don't want anybody
there
showing
you
up
go.
there.
And by the way, you're gonna hate the taste, and the only reason they only let it out once a year is that's all they can stand.
Yeah. And by the way, let's
I don't know
do
why
it
we even
again.
do
Let's
this.
do it again.
I wouldn't do it if I was you.
Yes. All right. I got a family 4-pack of Gunslingers tickets. They're taking on the Northern Arizona Wranglers tomorrow, 4 p.m. at the Freeman.
Yeah.
If they win, they're hoping to become all of Arizona's.
I don't think they'll ever
Representative.
become the Arizona Wranglers.
One day
They're
they
only
could-
allowed to be Northern Arizona.
They can dream.
Not Southern. Northern.
No, they don't get
Let's
to be
go with caller number 6, 210-656-3776. You want a 4-pack to go see the Gunslingers tomorrow. Beat up on the stupid low-life Wranglers. They show up at our house, try to play football
They
with us.
represent like
Losers.
8 people of the desert.
A bunch of crumb bums.
Come on.
Nobody even lives in Northern Arizona.
No one. It's all desert.
Yeah.
Desert and zombies.
Yeah, it's a terrible place. Terrible. They're like coming to San Antonio. This is the highlight of their whole season.
This is their oasis.
Wait a minute, they got working toilets.
They got working toilets and cloth
Yeah.
napkins here.
Hell
This is
yeah,
fancy.
man.
This is
Let's
fancy.
do it.
Right.
Gunslingers are going to smoke these fools. Smoke them. Okay, I did promise you I wanted to talk about the other series that are going on. Celtics, Sixers, tied 1 apiece. Did the Sixers show you anything in Game 2 that is repeatable? Like, or was that just the Celtics shot so poorly?
I think that's it. I do. I know that this is a blood and guts rivalry. So, there's a hatred factor that you kind of throw some stuff out the window, but I can't imagine another game where the Celtics shoot under 40%. It was
bad.
Seems like a one-off.
And they
to
were
me.
so bad from 3. I mean, it was a disastrous offensive game.
They're going to have to figure out how to defend 3 shot-making guards, man. They're just going to have to do better on the edge.
The Edgecombe Maxey backcourt.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Is really, really good.
And you throw Paul George into this playing as good as he has in a couple years. That's a tough defense. But the thing is, they're kind of mirror images of themselves. I mean, that's kind of who Boston is too. And what should scare Boston just enough to keep them on their toes is if Embiid comes back and plays at any point, which, I don't know how long appendicitis lasts or how long that star lasts.
Get up off the bench. Do something.
You need to take them out sooner than later because every passing day means he's closer to a rival. And then if you're having to play him, I'll tell you, Philly could win 2 games in a row. So you better put them to bed as fast as you can.
What about the L.A. Lakers up 2-0 on the Rockets? You can't fake desperation. Rockets are going to be desperate tonight. They're at home. They are 8.5-point favorites. Do the Rockets find a way back into this series?
This is the same thing as you're dealing with Boston, man. You don't want Luka to arrive suddenly. I mean, you better catch up to these guys. I mean, you lost a couple of roadies in the playoffs. There's no shame in that. But you better go back to L.A. tied 2-2.
But guess what? Now Austin Reeves, game time decision.
Yeah. So now
suddenly the Lakers are going to get better.
You better win them while you can because it's going to get even harder. So
there is no offensive rhythm to the Rockets. It is awkward.
I don't know what you do because there's, like you said, there's no rhythm, and there's no Amon Thompson is not going to bring you rhythm. No. I mean, that's just not what he's been good at. And Durant's going to go get his. I mean, he's going to, if you let him, he'll get 30. But I just don't know where you find the stackable plays where you win 3-4 consistent possessions, where you don't turn it over and you get a bucket 20 seconds into the clock and you do everything right. I don't see that coming. They don't have the leadership or the guard play to do that. So they're going to have to rule the wasteland and, hope the Lakers kind of come back to earth and make some mistakes and Luke Kennard doesn't continue to shoot like he's been. And I think they're going to be okay. But I don't think they're going to win this series. I think it's going to go 7, and the Lakers are going to hang around just long enough to get some talent back in the building.
Yeah,
it's good. And Ime Udoka will be unemployed by the end of May.
Boy, the Arizona Travel Committee, the tourism committee, is all over the Brigade Bar. Franklin, Flagstaff is beautiful in a temperate forest.
Lovely place. Yes,
Daniel. Northern Arizona is not desert, it's mountains.
Oh, sorry.
Real mountains, not hills, full of pine trees, and it has a skiing season, jackass.
Oh,
dusty ass hill country.
To defame the desert land that they chose to represent just the northern part.
First of all, Flagstaff is northern Arizona. Flagstaff is kind of in the middle of Arizona. It's around Prescott, where again it's a beautiful part of the state. Northern Arizona is like the Navajo reservation, and I assure you, that's desert.
Where's Winslow? Is that in the?
I was standing on a corner. Yeah,
I would figure it's in the northern part.
I don't think it is.
Oh,
I don't think. But I guess that's what they can. If they consider Flagstaff and Prescott northern Arizona, even though that's like pretty much the middle of the state. Okay.
Although I got who's shot off about Arizona's beauty?
Daniel.
Hey man, fight the good fight.
Yeah, he loves Arizona.
Hey man, if you're down with cactus and lizards, hey man, fight it.
Boring.
You live that life. Yeah, that's beautiful country. If you don't like water.
Yeah, dusty ass hill country. I bet you're living here though, aren't you?
Yeah.
Aren't you? I bet you're living here. You know why? There ain't no jobs in Arizona.
Yeah, that's an interesting hill to die on. But if you're all in it,
there's nowhere to work.
You would Festus.
But yeah, how you gonna
a scorpion catcher?
How you gonna talk about our place? How you gonna talk about our place?
Those abandoned copper mines are beautiful.
Yeah,
you got those big old tall cactus that if you get within 3 feet, they just shoot things at you. That's pretty. That's pretty country.
No, they're not cactus. They're undercover cameras.
Yeah, man.
disguised as cactus.
You can die out there in about 5 minutes. It's beautiful land. Beautiful. Beautiful. There's
do got
1,000
good
thing
smoke,
trying
though.
to kill you out there.
They do have good smoke.
Well,
though.
at least it's legal there, so they're head and shoulders
true.
above us. That's why he's so excited.
Yeah.
Maybe so. How dare you badmouth Arizona?
Man, that's pretty country out there.
Yeah.
You ever seen Arizona when it's 135 degrees? Oh, it's pretty.
I'll tell you what.
No
Beautiful.
way, man.
How the air shimmers from the heat. Oh, it's pretty.
Everybody who moves to Texas will defend the old crummy state they came from to the end, and it's like, why'd you come here?
Well, why'd you move?
Well,
there's no jobs where I live. I mean, it's a really great place. There's just no jobs to be had.
Low taxes, but
Yeah.
where I'm from is beautiful. Love it.
It's the best place in the world. I just can't live there because
Yeah,
you
we
know.
have no state tax, but other than that,
Heat. There's the zombies.
you only file
Arizona.
one return.
Suck the whole Arizona. That's what I say to Arizona.
Flagstaff, my ass.
All right. So the Lakers got to be feeling good. I expect the Rockets to bounce back tonight.
I do.
Pistons Magic. Do you have a feel for this one? That's 1-1. Do you feel like the Pistons figure this thing out?
Are the Magic the 10-man? Do they have heart? If they have heart, this will go 6. If they don't, it's over fast.
Yeah, I kind of think so too. Any hope at all for the Suns? They're down 2-0.
No. You can safely call your travel agent.
Okay.
You'll be on vacation next weekend.
The Oklahoma City Thunder are 9.5-point road favorites tomorrow in Phoenix.
Now, I will say this.
Which is in South Central Arizona.
They're not nearly nice enough to go to that pretty northern part.
Yeah.
I will say this, though. They're going to get every call. They've bitched enough.
Oh, yeah.
The refs know they have no prayer. They're going to have every opportunity to win a game.
They rescinded the technical foul on Booker and at the same time fined him for talking about the refs. So
you're right, but keep it to yourself from now on and just put it in an email. Don't talk to the press. I do think they're going to get some calls. They're going to be allowed to do some things offensively they haven't been able to, and they're going to be able to defend a little bit harder. So, the hardest thing in basketball is to close a team out on the road. So it ain't going to be easy, but they might get one just because, like we said, Booker can elevate, but it ain't going to go more. Again, you're going to be on vacation next week.
Yeah, I don't think
by next Friday you can be in the Bahamas.
I'm pretty sure they're not going to get one, but who knows?
Well, they're going to get. I'll say they'll get the door will be open, and they'll be allowed to do a lot of things offensively that they weren't in the first couple of games because they're just going to call a tighter game on Oklahoma City. That's the only thing they can hope for.
All right, I know Daniel's going to be there. He'll be cheering for the Northern Arizona Rattlers, Wranglers, but not us. We're going there. We're going to see the Gunslingers bring back the excitement here to the Alamo City. Even though Daniel doesn't want to live here, that's all right. If it's fine, it's dusty ass hill country to him. But we love San Antonio, so we go rep for our squads here. And down there at the Freeman, Gunslingers taking on Northern Arizona. That is going to be this weekend, Saturday at 4:00. Get down there, show your pride. If you haven't seen the IFL, it's a great time, great place to take the kids. You can be right on top of the action. It's very affordable, and they got plenty of beer for Dad. So you're going to have a good time as well. Tickets are on sale now. You can grab them at sanantoniogunslingers.com. Single games or full season packages, and you can't beat it. Like I said, you can talk to the players while they're playing. You are literally right on top of them. It is amazing how close to the action you can be. Pack the Freeman. Let's make some noise. sanantoniogunslingers.com.
Got a buddy who thinks he knows baseball? Perfect. On Rangers game days, prove it with the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. Pick the Ranger you think will launch it out of here. He hits one, you and a friend are headed to a Rangers game. He hits two. Now, you've got tickets and hotel. Yeah, you're making a night of it, and your buddy's buying the first round. Wake up with the Morning Huddle. Call your shot and win the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers.
Hello, my name is Jason Thompson. I'm an attorney here in San Antonio and have been practicing law here since 1994. And in the past 30-plus years, I've helped hundreds of San Antonians injured by negligent drivers. If you've been injured in a car or truck collision, call me, 210-900-0400. I did want to let you know of a very disturbing trend I've seen that you really need to be aware of. If an attorney or someone acting on that attorney's behalf calls you after a traffic collision, with very limited exceptions, that is called barratry or solicitation. It's a crime and is unethical under our state bar rules. Do not answer these phone calls. Do not hire an unethical attorney. Neither I nor anyone in my firm will ever call you after a traffic collision. If you need my help, and if you've been injured in a traffic collision, I think you do, you'll need to call me. My name is Jason Thompson. My number is 210-900-0400, or go to my website, alawyerforus.com.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
Hey golfers, you could win a set of custom golf clubs from Flight by Yingling. Thank you to everyone who played in the sold-out 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Spring Golf Tournament presented by Flight by Yingling. Now, imagine hitting the course with a set of custom clubs valued at $2,800 with a cold flight, 2.6 carbs, and 95 calories. Enter now at yingling.com/golf. No purchase necessary. Must be 21 or older. Flight by Yingling. Enjoy responsibly. DG Yingling & Sons, Pottsville, Pennsylvania.
In a world in need of a hero, one man rises to the challenge in style. He is...
just driving the kids to soccer practice.
Make every day feel epic in the all-new Hyundai Palisade Hybrid with up to an EPA-estimated 619 miles of range on select trims, advanced tech, and class-leading interior space. Visit HyundaiUSA.com or call 562-314-4603 for more details.
And hey, come on, no cleats on the seats.
You're locked on The Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
It's showtime!
They all on me. They all on me now. I said, that's right, baby.
I got all kinds of music.
What's that? Mike Jones. Oh, I can't believe they treat Mike like a scrub. I was listening to some Slim Thugger yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's always good, man.
I love Slim. Good old Houston hip hop. It's funny you don't hear it like anywhere else. Like I mean, it gets down here to San Antonio, I guess, a little, but for the most part, it's like very, very regionalized.
Yeah,
I
agree.
didn't realize that like Pimp C wasn't big everywhere. And
yeah,
it's
no,
like,
just there. Paul Wall too.
Yeah, it's like it's very, very limited scope how big those guys are. All right. The NFL draft, we talked about it a bit. The Cowboys, 2 defensive picks. I think that I mean I would expect them to keep going defense in this thing. I don't see any reason to stop.
So we traded 2 4s and got 2 5s. Is that what
traded
happened?
2 5s and got 2 4s.
So we added 2 4s today.
Yep.
Right. Or tomorrow. I don't know. Do we get
tomorrow? No, you get 2 and 3 today, so 4 tomorrow.
So we got a few more picks. I think there's a lot more defensive holes to fill, but I would like to think that they've got their eye on maybe a replacement for Pickens. Is Pickens going to get traded today? I mean, if they do move him, they're certainly going to have to pick up a wide receiver, and I can't imagine why you would sign him at 5 o'clock on the draft day if you didn't want to at least keep the door open to move him.
That is surprising, maybe. I mean, the Cowboys, who will not pick in round 2, their next pick is number 92 which is pick 28 of round 3. So who knows what's available? I mean, you're so far off in the future that you've got no idea what's going to be around. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure at some point the Cowboys try to grab a wide receiver, but I really think they're going into this season with the assumption that George Pickens is going to play on a 1-year deal.
Yeah, and I'm not mad at it, but I just found the timing. Wow, that was interesting. And where there's some smoke, sometimes there is fire, but maybe the fire was to tell Pickens, look, man, we know that it's a 1-year deal. That's more of a financial thing on our end. It's not our commitment long term to you. We want you to be a Cowboy, just play well, and you're going to get that money next year. Or you're going to get franchised again and get a 10% raise. But either way, you're here, and that wouldn't be upsetting. But just to do that and the timing of it just kind of told me that they're telling the rest of the league, if you're interested in George, now you have a firm contract to trade for, and you can talk to him directly about whatever deal you want to make for him.
Yeah, and we'll see if, again, after Stephen Jones said, we're not signing a long-term deal, we're not negotiating it, maybe that's when George Pickens said, all right,
well maybe I'll make it available. Maybe somebody will, and they'll ask for a trade.
I don't think George Pickens was ever going to sit out. I think he was frustrated, but he's already got a reputation where I think him sitting out would do him more harm than good.
And I think the Cowboys knew that. To save your face, you can't sit out, go play great, and you'll make that money. You're just going to have to take a temporary halt. I wouldn't be upset if the Cowboys drafted defense for the rest of the draft. I really wouldn't. I mean, but again, I didn't think that the defense needed to become great. I just thought they needed to become average. Just get even, and there'll be at least 3 more wins. But it looks like Christian Parker is like, we can be great if we get the right guys. We can be a whole lot better than just even, and we can actually become a reason we won, which we haven't seen that in a couple years.
Yeah. Some of the guys available today that will be off the board probably early today. Jermon McCoy, who we talked about earlier, was probably the first or second best corner in this draft, and if he didn't have an ACL tear late in the season, he probably would have been the first corner taken. He's still sitting on the board right now. Denzel Boston, the wide receiver from Washington, still on the board. Zion Young from Missouri, the edge rusher, still on the board. Cassius Howell, the Aggie edge rusher, still on the board. Anthony Hill Jr., the Texas linebacker. A lot of people supposedly interested in him. Zachariah Branch, Georgia wide receiver, still there. Brandon Cisse, the corner from South Carolina. Lots of good players. Jacob Rodriguez, the Texas Tech linebacker. So lots of good players still available.
That seems like a Cowboy circle, too. Plays a position of need, local guy who would sell some tickets. They've drafted from Tech before. They don't feel uncomfortable with the coaching they've been getting. So I wouldn't be surprised to see Jacob Rodriguez, if the Spurs were to make a move to jump into the Cowboys, that would be a chase for them. That'd be a guy they would circle.
Yeah, I would think so. So we'll see. We'll see if the Cowboys do. I'm guessing the Cowboys don't make any more big shifts.
Do you have a list of the quarterback? What's the next quarterback to come off the board?
It'll be probably Garrett Nussmeier.
Would
be my guess.
Do you think the
either
best
him or
they figured out what his injury problem was?
Probably
so it might have helped him.
I would guess it's either Nussmeier or Carson Beck. Who would you
take? Who's the better quarterback?
I mean, honest, I've got no interest in either one of them.
Do you have to throw out for both Beck and Nussmeier? Do you throw out all of last year's tape for both of them and go back to the year before, where they became NFL prospects?
Honestly, you know who I would take, and the only reason I would take him is because, he is so much more physically gifted than these other guys. Is Drew Aller, and I know Drew Aller basically was a giant bust in college, but I look at him as a guy who he's 6'5", 230, can throw the ball to the moon. You can teach him to play quarterback.
Maybe, but there's some stink on him.
I get it, but I mean, is Garrett Nussmeier stink free?
No, all of these guys. I look at Cade Klubnik for a brief shining moment.
He's another
that guy had some skill. I don't know if I pull him above it. I just watched Drew Aller always seems to play his worst at the biggest moments, and that scares me more than anything else.
Oh, he's a loser. But he's at least got the And then the other one is Taylon Green, the guy from Arkansas.
Now, I do like the potential there, but I wouldn't take him. He's a 4th rounder.
Oh, he's a project.
Yeah, but he got some athleticism,
and he's like 6'6". I mean, this dude is a unit. But yeah, I think in this draft, that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at upside only because I'm not interested. I don't think any of these guys, these quarterbacks left on the board, I don't think one of them is going to be a franchise quarterback,
let's say,
an actual this is who we plan on being our starter.
Buffalo, your team. Cowboys, my team. It's late sixth round. You filled your needs. You got everybody you've been chasing. And you look and you see Diego Pavia.
No.
Is it? Now, we know that
Diego Pavia is 5'9".
Yeah, I know he's limited physically, and I know that there's the measurables that we don't like. And then there's what he acted like if he had not been such a
he's a little biatch
postseason. I wonder if he yucked himself right out of a draft. Like, did he do so much and it was already going to be hard to get drafted? When I see Diego Pavia, I think, if it wasn't for the extracurricular stuff, I'd draft him just to see. This guy might be able to continue to overcome despite every measurable telling me he can't.
If I were still sitting around at like round 6 and was going to take a long shot quarterback, who I'd look at before him is your boy, former Aggie. Haynes King.
That's the kind of guy that
I'd much rather take a chance with him, but. Because he's a decent runner, but at least and he's not huge. He's probably 6'1", 6'2", but that's at least like close to NFL size. Like Diego Pavia, best case scenario, he's Doug Flutie.
That would be a size aspiration.
Best case scenario,
but that might be worth it. But at least Doug Flutie was considered a decent dude coming out of the draft. I think that
I want nothing to do with Diego.
Everything he did has really hurt himself.
Yeah, I turned on Diego, man. I'm out.
I'm looking at all the quarterbacks out and some I remember. Sawyer Robertson at Baylor, fun athlete, but not an NFL quarterback. But Miller Moss from Louisville. That guy's got some NFL to him. Maybe he's one of those late round quarterbacks, but I don't see a lot of talent with the quarterbers that are left, man. There's just not much there.
There's nobody who feels like this is a guy who's going to do anything long term. C-Note says Kerry Collins, the last QB I can remember from Penn State. Oh,
this guy reminds me a lot of Kerry Collins.
Oh, you don't remember Bill O'Brien's boy, Christian Hackenberg? Christian Hackenberg was very much like Drew Aller, was like the top dog recruit in the country. It was like, Christian Hackenberg's going to be an NFL star. Not quite.
The correlation between how Penn State recruits and A&M recruits, they got the same problems, man. They bring in those 5-star high school quarterbacks that just ain't.
They just don't develop
there.
them.
I don't know what it is, but Penn State and A&M have a proclivity for bringing the overrated, highly ranked quarterback.
I'm trying to think of the guy's name that he played in the NFL for a while, and he was from he was like a backup for the Raiders or something like that, but he was from Penn State.
I know who you're talking about.
Matt McGloin.
Yeah, McGloin.
Matt McGloin,
undersized
from Penn State. Yeah. So, of course, you're talking about, it's been a long time. But, not a lot of success out of Penn State quarterbacks, really ever. If Kerry Collins is your shining star, then that ain't great.
Super Bowl caliber.
Okay, yeah. But again, that's a long, long time ago. He
happened to win with a quarterback that killed his girlfriend. Wasn't he a quarterback of that team? Or was that Delhomme? Jake Delhomme.
I think that was Jake Delhomme. Yeah. All right. We got to do the Double Dong Challenge. You know what? We'll do that coming up next. I'll do the Double Dong Challenge, see if we can get a winner on this thing. No winner yesterday. Josh Young. Your guy, Evan Carter. You said I'd pick Evan Carter?
Yeah.
He hit an inside the park homer yesterday, which that'll count.
It should. And you should get a hotel room with an inside the park one. We should add that as an addendum. If he happens to do it and it doesn't leave the park, you get the room anyway.
Yeah, but no, Rob. Nobody listened to Rob yesterday. They didn't listen to him. Who'd they pick yesterday? Berger.
Yeah, Jake Berger.
Yeah, Berger didn't hit a home run. No, it was a zero homer burger for our boy Jake.
We'll give another set away. They got the A's tonight.
All right. We'll do that coming up next. Morning Huddle. Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. As you head into your commute, 281 northbound Bitters, disabled vehicle onto the shoulder. Culebra at Galm Road, far west side. Getting reports of an accident. On I-10 eastbound Linney Road, far east side. That stalls off to the shoulder. Battle of Flowers parade gets underway at 10:30, so expect delays and closures to start. Locust, Maine, on over to Martin Street, Santa Rosa through downtown. Again, gets underway at 10:30, so expect delays. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by True Green. True Green, the easiest way to get a golf course quality lawn. Don't wait. Sign up at truegreen.com and get your first application for $9.95. True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour. Let the pros do the work so you can enjoy your weekend. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Hi there, I'm John O'Hurley. You know our pets are beloved family members. But sadly, though, there are so many dogs that get euthanized every day due to the lack of funding. To give them a chance at adoption, I invite you to support Puppy Food Bank. Thanks to generous donors like you, all of the food sent to pet shelters from Puppy Food Bank never comes with a bill. So please go to puppyfoodbank.org and make a generous, caring $15 donation every month. Your donation will absolutely save pet lives.
The John Clay Wolf Show. Here's what's going on in the Wolf Pack.
Frankly, would you like to rap at the Testicle Festival? Can you give me a little rap?
You want me to spit a rap?
Yeah, I want you to spit a rap.
About balls? Yo, Testicle Festival. It's like an extraterrestrial. Widen my eyes when I see them calf fries.
The John Clay Wolf Show.
Listen to the John Clay Wolf Show, Saturday morning at 8 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Spring cleaning isn't just for your house, it's for your life. If your job is getting old, it's time to clear the clutter and spring into IT. Go to My Computer Career.
My Computer Career helped me get the skills and certifications I needed to start a new life as an IT professional in months, not years.
Earn the certifications the top employers are looking for right now. Visit mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation to see if it's time to spring into IT. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
When snack time calls, Pork Rinds answers. Be your own crunch time hero with Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds. Skip the chip and go straight for the ultimate crunch that's low carb, high protein, and loaded with bold flavor. We're talking sweet barbecue or hot honey. Yeah, it's that good. Snack smarter, crunch harder. Stock up on Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds at HEB or head to porkrinds.com. Make Southern Recipe your crunch time hero.
Drew McIntyre here from WWE. Wielding the Claymore can be a life of chaos. When I'm not dominating in the ring, Chumba Casino is how this warrior takes a wee break. With hundreds of online social games and new weekly releases, there's always something fresh to try. And those daily boosts, next level. Even my free time feels like Valhalla. So when life feels like a battle, kick up your feet, have some fun, and let's chumba.
Sponsored by BGW Group. No purchase necessary. See terms at ChumbaCasino.com. Must be over 21 and present in the state where it's legal to play.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, the Wemby watch continues. Is he going to be cleared to play?
Game 3 is tonight, and of course, day 2 of the NFL Draft will have all the reaction from Thursday night's round 1.
Plus, we'll have some special guests from the Dallas Cowboys. Who'd they select?
Will McClay and those players expected to be on.
The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. San Antonio's Sports Center.
Good news, Spurs fans. Victor Wembanyama will be in attendance in Portland. He got on the plane yesterday and is still in the protocol, but we'll see if he plays. The rest of the NBA, the Knicks went down to the Hawks 109-108. Raptors served it up. They took down Cleveland 126-104, and the Timberwolves, they've got a 2-1 lead over the Nuggets. They winning 113-96. Finally, Dallas Cowboys get back to business tonight. They're drafting late. It'll be 92nd pick.
Hi, it's Jason Minix. You're listening to the home of the Cowboys, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
What's that?
There's momentum coming. You feel this?
Oh, yeah.
Something's about to happen.
Look,
Hear this.
Vic, if you had one shot,
happen.
one opportunity.
I was trying. I was hurrying. Thank God for Edwin.
Did you capture it or let it slip?
No, I barely made it.
Yeah, you let it slip.
Yeah.
You let it slip.
I was hoping to
Did
make
that
it quick.
turtle peek out?
Oh, yes, it did.
Palms were sweaty. Knees weak. Arms were heavy.
Yeah.
What's that on your shirt?
Mom's
Nothing.
spaghetti.
Oh, Mom's spaghetti. Okay. Something about to happen. Buckle it up.
Oh, yeah. I don't like the instrumental. I guess this would have been karaoke for me, huh? I would have had to go like.
So when you work the stage, start pointing to people.
Yeah. What about you, Bubba? What about you? Someone asked me, what do you think of Eli Manning, nerdy quarterback, kind of a howdy-doody, kind of like Mendoza.
Very much so.
Is that a good comp?
I think Eli was more prepared for the moment.
I feel and his last name was Manning, so we all just kind of like that made him feel like a sexy pick.
But the skill sets are very similar. Yeah.
But if Eli's name would have been Eli Johnson, I think we would all been like, this guy
in New York. Oh, shucks.
Good luck.
Yeah. No, I think that's a very apt comparison because Eli could put it on a rope too. So, I mean, you're 80% there if you can deliver the ball on target on time. So, but there is this, and everybody, you have to admit it, we want him to be successful. But when you see guys like that you go, I just don't know how you're going to get guys to run through walls.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm going to go win it. But Eli managed that. He had guys go play hard for him. But I think a lot of Eli's success also came down to their head coach.
I think that's probably fair.
I think head coach at that time, what was his name? Dan. Just a phenomenal coach that engineered and put together a program where Eli was valuable for his athleticism, but the momentum, the leadership of that team was centered elsewhere. Eli didn't have to be what Peyton was.
Yeah.
Because I think that there was just a Laughlin.
Tom Coughlin.
Tom Coughlin, I think, one of the great unheralded coaches of his time.
Yeah.
It just kind of built a program that allowed Eli to function with his all shucks kind of attitude.
The Athletic has the round 2 and 3 mock draft up, just based on Nick Baumgartner, based on who's still available. I'll go through some of the bigger names here. Arizona at 34, Zion Young, the edge from Missouri. They've got the Raiders taking Jermod McCoy, the cornerback from Tennessee, at number 36.
So that's the risk. That's the that you can swing for a fence. You might get a superstar, but you're going to have to wait on him.
Texans, 38, Avion Terrell, cornerback. A lot of corners have fallen. Jermod McCoy still out there. Avion Terrell, Colton Hood from Tennessee still out there. Mm-hmm. So it was Mansour Delane and Chris Johnson were the only ones who actually went. Number 40, the Chiefs, Denzel Boston, the wide receiver from Washington, who I'm hoping the Bills take before. The Bills have picked 35. They've got the Bills taking a defensive tackle from Ohio State with 35, but I'd love to have Boston, Denzel Boston, who's a big dude who is very fluid. I'm all over him. I love D'Angelo Pons, the corner from Indiana. If you remember him from the championship,
he's the one that transferred and came with, right?
He's like 5'8".
Yeah.
He's a tiny little dude, but man, he is a baller.
Slot corner.
Yeah, I dig him a lot. 42, it's got T.J. Parker, the edge rusher from Clemson, to the Saints. Garrett Nussmeier, 44, to the Jets, the quarterback from LSU. Tampa at 46, Jacob Rodriguez, linebacker, Texas Tech.
Well, they
walk out with Bain and Jacob Rodriguez. You got a pretty little defensive haul there.
Who's head coach at Tampa? He's still there, right?
Yeah.
He's a defensive guy, so he's getting what he wants.
Let's see who else. Cassius Howell, edge rusher, A&M, to the Philadelphia Eagles at 54.
We're about to see some Aggies start moving in the
Chase
50s.
Bisontis, guard from A&M, 55, to the Chargers.
That Trey Zune, the center, is probably going to go right in that realm as well.
Let's see who else is worth noting here. Pick 65, the first pick of round 3, Drew Aller, quarterback, Penn State.
There he is.
Elijah Surratt, the wide receiver from Indiana, number 67, to the Raiders. And
really?
73, the Saints, Anthony Hill Jr., linebacker from Texas. 75, the Dolphins, Bud Clark, safety from TCU. That would be a pretty good little deal there for him to last that long. Tyler Onyedim, the defensive tackle, Aggie, number 76, to the Steelers. And who did they have the let me see who's got the Cowboys taken in this mock. Keyshawn Elliott, linebacker, Arizona State, at pick number 92 for Dallas. That's who's mocked
follows
there.
The theme.
Yep. So there you go. I mean, obviously, who knows? But that's just projection of some of the best guys available out there. Cassius Howell, a lot of people were saying that he's got all the twitch, the speed, all the things you want, but he's just very inconsistent.
Evidently, because no one fell further postseason through the draft period than Cassius Howell, at least at that position group at edge rusher, because You immediately get put in front of the line when you get 4 sacks in one SEC game. Obviously, you've got the skill set to be very successful, but there's a problem.
But there is a history of SEC Defensive Player of the Years not really being
I agree.
NFL guy. What was the dude's name that from Missouri that came out as gay?
Yeah, that was a Cowboy as well.
Yeah, I can't think of his name. He was like the first player to come out and be openly gay. And he was coming off an SEC Defensive Player of the Year season and could barely play in the NFL. Now, who knows how much of that was,
I think there was more to it, but yeah, he was a Cowboy pick, wasn't he? Didn't he?
I don't remember.
And he played with the Cowboys and the Raiders, I think, for a minute.
Michael Sam was his name. Did he was a Cowboy?
I'm Googling Cowboy gay linebacker. Let's see what comes up.
Troy Aikman.
Hey, wait a minute. This is not the website I thought I was going to.
Yeah, Michael Sam, St. Louis Rams, Dallas Cowboys, off-season practice squad member only. Never made it onto the field.
Turns out there's been another gay linebacker for the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, really? Who?
A guy named Jeff Rohrer.
Jeff Rohrer?
Rohrer, former Dallas Cowboy linebacker from 82 to 87. Became the first known former NFL player to enter a same-sex marriage in 2018.
I'll be damned. Now, what if he would have married Michael Sam? That would have been a story.
No, we'd have had a WNBA situation.
That was my sack. Listen, I know your sack when I see it. That was my sack.
I'm just going to not even go there.
What?
I've had my hands on a lot of sacks.
Well, Michael Sam knew where to...
Is that your sack or my sack?
He knew his way around a sack. I'll tell you that much right now. Michael Sam... never. He was a 7th-round pick after being the SEC Defensive Player of the Year. And remember, Cassius Howell was at, I forget where he was at. He was in the MAC somewhere, like at Toledo or one of those, like a smaller school before he came to the... So it's often... oftentimes those guys don't show out right away. He did. So maybe there's like a little bit of, okay, yeah, but could he do that again?
Yeah, that's it. By the stats he's capable, but when you leave the season and then you go through the measurables time and you start to fall, you start realizing that the A&M organization was very good at disguising some problems. And motivation is an easy thing to disguise when you're a front runner.
Cassius Howell was at Bowling Green.
That's
where
right.
He was, not Toledo. I was close, very close. All right, I got to tell you. Oh, Double Dong Challenge, Vic. Let's get somebody lined up for that. We need a contestant today. The Rangers done with the Pirates. They get the Sacramento, Oakland area River Cat Athletics of Las Vegas today. Let's go with caller number 8. You'll be up for the Double Dong Challenge, 210-656-3776. If a Rangers player hits a couple home runs, you will get some great seats to a game there. We'll get you a hotel room. All you got to do is tell us which player is going to do it. I got to tell you guys about Game Day Men's Health, man. If you haven't checked these guys out, they've got multiple locations, the Alamo Ranch, Church Cibolo locations, 830-376-9100. They can help you with so many things: testosterone therapy, weight loss, sexual wellness, hair loss. If you've got injuries, they can take care of that as well. They've got peptides and vitamins, all kinds of things to help you along the way. And they have experts in these things, man. The testosterone pellets that Vic uses so with such success. They've got that there. I've used them before. It's awesome, man. Great feeling. When you've got more energy, you're not drowsy all the time. You don't have the brain fog. You're a little better in the bedroom even. They've got you covered at Game Day Men's Health. Great atmosphere when you walk in the door. Feels like a sports lounge. They got a drink for you. They got a little snack while you wait. And then you get in there and you're dealing with nothing but experts. Give them a call. They're open now. So early morning, don't worry about it. They start taking appointments at 7 a.m. 830-376-9100. That's 830-376-9100 for Game Day Men's Health.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ziprecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter.
My perfect day has sand, salt water, and friends. But my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis can take me out of the moment. Now I'm all in with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi. Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. With Skyrizi, most people saw 90% clearer skin, and many were even 100% plaque-free at 4 months. Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing on my skin, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis. Visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
The Gomez Law Firm is San Antonio's leader in personal injury law, and we have Jose with the Gomez Law Firm here with us to share more.
Number 1 priority is to let the people know that we are a law firm that's been part of this community for 50 years. Mr. Gomez, he's been a practicing attorney here since 1973. He's born and raised here in San Antonio, done nothing but help out personal injury victims. It's very important that we get that out to the San Antonio community because a lot of these attorneys like to come in here and act like they're from here, but they're all out-of-towners. They don't know what goes on here. If you've been injured, if you've been involved in an accident, you've been involved in a car wreck, call the Gomez Law Firm. We've been around for almost 50 years. And we're not going anywhere.
If you or your family have been injured in an accident or hit by a company vehicle, you need to visit joegomezlaw.com. Call the Gomez Law Firm at 736-4040.
And remember, Gomez Law fights.
Spring is here, and in South Texas, that means storms, wind, rain, and hail. If you've been hit by a storm or think you have damage, now is the time to contact Stevens Roofing and Solar at 210-785-0994. Don't put your trust in an out-of-town storm chaser. Stevens Roofing is a family-owned, locally based company who will be here for years to come. The team at Stevens Roofing and Solar will give you peace of mind when the storms come rolling in. Call 210-785-0994 for Stevens Roofing.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
It's Friday. Gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend. Vic's looking forward to the weekend.
Oh, yes,
what are you going to be doing, Vic?
I know what you're doing.
I know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Here it comes.
You read my text.
You better have some
party
soup
and party
stretch
and
out.
Yeah.
I don't want you pulling a hammy.
Oh no, I got ibuprofen ready.
Yeah. Make sure you have some ice. and go till something snaps.
Yeah.
If it snaps, it's too late. Yeah, that's the problem.
I don't smoke, but I need a cigarette.
Nimble little minx.
Now you know it.
Even pointed your toes, did you?
There's an interesting question from SR. Would you, if the offer came today, the 33rd pick in the draft for George Pickens, would you take it?
Yeah.
I think in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Because George Pickens is only going to be there for this year. Like, let's face it, he would be here this year, and the only way I wouldn't is if I thought I could win the Super Bowl this year.
Well, I would call Pickens and go, okay, I'll sign you to a long-term deal. I will. I'll sign you to a long-term deal right now, but it's going to be for a lot less than you'll make more in the long run. But I'm going to go get myself a cheap wide receiver for a couple years.
Yeah. Especially, I mean, pick 33. I just talked about Denzel Boston being available.
I'll
there.
get a guy that I'll pay a third, and I'll have him under contract. I'll get him for 4 years, and I won't pay anywhere near that kind of money. And I need other things, but I understand Pickens' value, and I know that Dak wouldn't be happy about it because it takes about a year for anybody to even get along with Dak. But no, I take it in a second, and it's nothing against Pickens. It's just a financial thing.
That's what again. If you were interested in keeping him long term, he'd be here long term.
Yeah.
The Cowboys aren't interested in keeping him long term. They don't really have the space to keep him long term.
And on the other side of that, he knew full well when he signed that tender, he was tradable at that moment. He knew when they said, "Hey, sign this today," he did it knowing full well that he might get the opportunity to get more money immediately.
Oh, well, I don't think he's mad about that either.
No.
I think he probably would welcome that.
So I don't think we'd part as friends, and I'd go get myself a younger wide receiver. Yeah, I'd take it in a second.
Yeah, I mean, you gave up a third-round pick for him. You got a good year of production from him, and now you can flip him into a second-round pick. Yeah, that's a win.
Yeah, the Cowboys don't normally manage to do that kind of stuff. So, and it's not that far out of the realm. It really isn't, though. There's so many wide receivers that it's just going to be hard to move Pickens today.
No, I agree. I agree. But listen, there's somebody out there who thinks like they're George Pickens away from being a title contender.
And if he'll take a long-term deal and maybe not so much money early and you could stack it late, yeah, it'd be a good deal for him.
I mean, I guarantee you Buffalo would consider, and they've got the 35th pick today. They've got the third pick today.
He'd be a game changer for him. He really would be.
And you put George Pickens on Buffalo, and now all of a sudden you got something. Now, I don't know if Buffalo can figure out a way to pay him long term, but
and it would take some recompense because the Cowboys would know exactly what they were doing for Buffalo. If we give you him, I know what I'm doing for you.
But if you can get the 35th pick for George Pickens, it's a win-win for somebody. It's just a matter of who the right fit is.
From your mouth to God's ears or Jerry's ears, I'm for that.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be for it on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I was a Cowboys fan, I'd be like, yeah, we turned a third-round pick into a second-round pick, and for a team like Buffalo, we turned a second-round pick into George Pickens. Yeah, that's a win for both teams. Cowboys do change up the face of their defense in day one of the draft, which they had to do. They had to get guys who fit the new scheme. I want to play a little sound coming up in the next segment. Hear from Jerry about and Steven about trading back, trading up, just doing deals with the Eagles, and what went into yesterday to make these deals happen, to make these picks happen. Because it was a fascinating day for the Dallas Cowboys, who I think it's so funny. We were arguing about would they move up, would they move down, and they ended up doing both.
Absolutely.
That's
appropriately,
that's what we should have known.
And it wasn't too expensive either way, so I was happy with how they did it.
No, I agree. Yeah. I think the Cowboys did a good job yesterday. All right, so we'll talk about that coming up next. We'll play some sound from Cowboys ownership on the other side. 1 hour to go on a Friday. It's the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You're listening to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. KTFM Floresville. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. As you head into your commute, 281 northbound Bitters, disabled vehicle onto the shoulder. Culebra at Galm Road, far west side. Getting reports of an accident. On I-10 eastbound Linney Road, far east side. That stalls off to the shoulder. Battle of Flowers Parade gets underway at 10:30, so expect delays and closures to start. Locust, Maine, on over to Martin Street, Santa Rosa through downtown. Again, gets underway at 10:30, so expect delays. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. Once you dabble in Taco Bell's Luxe Boxes, including the $5, $7, and $9 box with its triple-double crunch wrap, you might think dinner includes a chauffeur. It doesn't. However, it does include a drink. Choose your Luxe Box at Taco Bell today. For a limited time while supplies last. Specialty drinks excluded, tax extra.
Hey golfers, you could win a set of custom golf clubs from Flight by Yingling. Thank you to everyone who played in the sold-out 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Spring Golf Tournament presented by Flight by Yingling. Now, imagine hitting the course with a set of custom clubs valued at $2,800 with a cold flight, 2.6 carbs, and 95 calories. Enter now at yingling.com/golf. No purchase necessary. Must be 21 or older. Flight by Yingling. Enjoy responsibly. DG Yingling & Sons, Pottsville, Pennsylvania.
Healthy vision is about more than seeing clearly. It's about going beyond. From comprehensive eye care with the latest technology to advanced vision solutions that provide deep insights into your overall health. And with doctors who build lasting relationships founded on trust, ensuring that every detail is taken care of. I choose Vision Source to never miss out on life's precious moments. Vision Source, beyond your eyes.
Hi, my name's Jason Thompson. I've lived in San Antonio for more than 50 years. Went to grade school, high school, and graduated from law school right here. San Antonians have trusted me as their attorney after serious injury and fatality collisions since 1994. My website is alawyerforus.com. Why a lawyer for us? Well, after several years of practice, I watched as insurance companies created their own law firms solely to defend against auto claims. Today, there are very few insurance companies that do not have their own captive law firm filled with attorneys whose job is to minimize what the insurance company has to pay on an auto claim. If you or a family member is injured in a traffic collision, you will need your own attorney. Just remember alawyerforus.com. For many lawyers you see on billboards, your case will be handled by a non-lawyer or a staff lawyer. If you call me, Jason Thompson, I will be the lawyer you speak with. The initial consultation is always free. If you or a family member needs an experienced attorney you can trust, I want you to call me, Jason Thompson. My number is 900-0400. That's 210-900-0400 or alawyerforus.com.
By texting 64,000, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from Ownwell. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at ownwell.com/terms. Individual results may vary.
Right now I have 24 different units. I think that's 15 separate properties. I trust Ownwell with all my properties. I trust them to fight for me with the appraisal district as best as they can. And they've done a very good job. Ownwell is making my life more efficient, making me a better landlord. Using Ownwell, I've saved on average about $10,000 a year. That's a lot of money.
Your property taxes aren't set in stone. They can be reduced. Ownwell combines savvy technology and deep local expertise to save real estate owners real money. Want to see how much Ownwell can save you on your property taxes? Just enter an address and see your tax savings estimate. See how much you can save with Ownwell right now. Text SAVE to 64,000. Text SAVE to 64,000. That's SAVE to 64,000.
Right now at the Home Depot, shop Spring Black Friday savings and get up to 40% off, plus up to $500 off select appliances from top brands like Samsung. Get a fridge with 0 clearance hinges, so the doors open fully even in tighter spaces in your kitchen. And laundry that saves you time, like an all-in-one washer-dryer that can run a full load in just 68 minutes. Shop Spring Black Friday savings, plus get free delivery on appliance purchases of $998 or more at the Home Depot. Offer valid April 9th through April 29th, U.S. only. See store online for details.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
In the NBA, the playoffs will continue. The Spurs are in Portland, and Victor Wembanyama was on the plane. He remains in the concussion protocol. We'll see if he plays tonight. Tip set for 9:30. The NFL Draft will continue live right here on San Antonio Sports Star starting at 5 o'clock. The Cowboys have their first pick at 92. The Texans hold a pick just a bit earlier.
Sports Center is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hey-oh! 1 hour to go. That was a professionally done Sports
I was
Center.
looking for, it was 38. They're drafting 30. I was just watching the walk-up. Who had the best suit last night? Are we doing fashion stuff? I haven't seen any
I don't
silliness.
pay attention to it.
Well, no, normally you get a post of some dude too dripped out, or like the Lonnie Walker picture with his hat way above his head on the hair.
Yeah,
I haven't seen any embarrassing
nothing stood
drip
out, right?
from yesterday.
No.
I guess that's more of an NBA thing.
I think it is more of an NBA thing. Although, and also there weren't that many guys even there.
I was going to say, was there a sad guy in the green room?
No,
that kept getting
no,
left?
I didn't see one. All right, here's your guy Jerry. Jerry bragging about his new shiny toy. I was able to make a move.
Look what I brung you.
Look what I went up and got us. A war
Yes,
daddy.
definitely. He was a prize for us sitting there. He's a prize for us sitting there with the fives, without the fives. When it would absolutely cut your heart out, and we've had it done. I've had it done. I was just thinking of the times that we've been the next pick and had somebody move up and get him. And we had every reason to think that might be happening. And so wore it for several minutes there of, well, what if there's nobody there to get him? You spent some fives you didn't need to spend, and didn't like that feeling, so we spent them. Didn't want to lose him.
Well, they got the guy they wanted, I guess.
He can play a couple of he's a safety, but you can bring him forward. He can stop the run. He's obviously adequate in coverage. But I think the best description I heard and what makes me the happiest that they got him is, I think it was Haircut that came on that brought up
Mel Kiper.
Yeah, Kiper. That he is a foundational player. He's the kind of guy that is going to change the mentality of this defense just by his presence. And no team needed more of a change in attitude than the Cowboys. And a great safety or a really good safety, it always seems like great teams have, but good teams can't afford one of those kind of guys.
Yeah.
And they've got a guy that feels like we haven't had anybody since Woodson. I mean, a guy that can anchor the back end and be around for a long time. And that's a good feeling.
It's funny. Jerry mentioned Darren Woodson as well.
Well, I'll tell you, Darren had played linebacker and then went back safe. I don't think we could have imagined the impact that Darren Woodson would have had on that team. Now, there's some others we had a Roy Williams come in and play with, but Darren, through the years, had such a leadership quality. And what I would point to anybody that is entering the NFL as Roy Williams, not Roy Williams, but certainly as Woodson as an example, look at what he is after football. Now that's impressive, but it's the same logic, same rationale, same judgment. Leader by example, and then of course he outworked everybody. So he'd be if we get Darren Woodson out of him, should really put a red letter around this day. Yeah.
I think that is a little disrespectful to Roy Williams to say that this is the best safety drafted since Darren Woodson, because Roy Williams is pretty damn good.
He was solid.
Like a 5-time Pro Bowler or something.
Yeah, he did and when the Cowboys are competitive, they've always had a pretty damn good safety back there, all the way back to Cliff Branch if you're that old.
Yeah.
So there's something a predicate to a great Cowboy teams.
Cliff Branch or Cliff Harris?
Both.
Oh,
Cliff
yeah,
Harris.
Cliff Harris, yeah.
Yeah, and then so I think this is for an old school Cowboy fan. We know we're good when we have a safety. We got one. So I couldn't be happier. This is exactly how we hoped this would go. And now they even picked up a few more picks to kind of augment this thing. So I'm excited. By the way, the Blitz are going to have downs today. That is traditional, and we might get them both. We might even have Malachi today.
Very cool.
Reason to tune in.
Here's Jerry talking about drafting 2 players on the defensive side.
The only thing we didn't do that we had hoped to do was to maybe take some more chances and let the decision on Lawrence go for about 8 or 10 more, and we trading and getting more picks so that we could add a pick player. And we all decided and had it decided for us too, because the trade to our satisfaction wasn't there. So we really had these guys as far as what they could do for the defense. And if we were going to come out of here and not have addressed every hole that at least a personnel pitcher there could address after this draft, we tried real hard to get these two positions as well as something at another position on defense, and we accomplished a lot in there today.
So, do you think that other position is linebacker?
I think so. Yeah. I think linebacker, and I don't think they'd be mad if they found yet another edge rusher.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they'd be mad if a corner fell their way. No, but I do expect another. They've only got one pick right now today. I expect it to be on defense, almost certainly. It just feels like they are and I think it's the right thing to do, but they are committed to rebuilding that defense. And you got two guys who I think will one guy I know is going to be a starter, and another guy who I think is going to certainly be in the rotation immediately on the edge. So
just be boring. Just do the right thing.
Yeah, that's what
just go get them.
So it's not sexy all the time. Like drafting a safety, what? Okay, dude. If it's real easy to say that until you don't have one, you know what I mean.
And we haven't for a minute. I mean, there's been a rotating. I mean, a lot of dudes are doing it, and we haven't had the guy that can do all the things that he can. And more importantly, you drafted your linchpin. You drafted your defensive leader for the foreseeable future. That's a good thing.
And here's Jerry talking about the flexibility of having a little extra draft juice.
Let me say this. No compunction whatsoever in my mind about taking after doing all the trading we've done to get these picks. And we have. And we've taken some lumps for having these extra picks and the whole deal that got us here. I couldn't be more rewarded than have Downs with one of those picks come in here. Because he is a big time. He covers a lot of ground other than just the position we're going to have him on a defensive play. So I really did have a big, good inside feeling when we were able to get a player like that with the fruits of our labor.
Or lack
extra
of
picks.
fruits.
Well, I think walking out of this thing again, you traded up, you traded down, and net, you ended up in a better spot than you were. So, and I think the Cowboys, who rarely do I feel great about what they do on draft day, I think they've got to. I will say this about when you grade drafts, which is always silly, like the next day. So I'm kind of playing into this. The team, if you've got multiple picks in round one, you always get a good grade.
Yeah, you can't, unless you monumentally just take.
The Jets got 3 first-round picks. Yeah, but you got to figure out, how did they get to that?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Where are they at in 2 years, 3 years? Because everybody likes those high picks. Yeah.
But how'd you acquire those picks? Or does that mean you don't have picks next year? Because we should account for that.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you don't have a pick in the first round, we don't go, oh, what a terrible draft they had because they didn't have a pick. We just go, oh, they didn't have a pick.
Because last year.
Right.
I think that, okay, here's my question. What's the first position, offensive position, the Cowboys draft at? Or maybe the one that they should be drafting at?
I would vote swing tackle.
So, yeah.
Like, I'd vote somebody who I feel like can play on the outside of that offensive line. That would be my vote.
So I would imagine, I don't think it'll happen today, but I would imagine the first offensive player that they take off the board will be an offensive lineman. I would hope anyway.
I would think so. And I would also, I think if the right receiver shows up, I think they take a look at that too.
I think that'll definitely happen. And one of the good things about really not having a lot of need, but having the ability to kind of pick and choose is the guys that are drafting right behind you literally have no idea which way you're going to go. That kind of opens the door to more trade opportunities because they're afraid you might take their guy.
Yeah.
So you might be able to make a little hay, and even if you continue to trade around, even continuing to trade down, you have so many holes, and so many holes on defense, it'd be hard to screw it up by position. Now, you might draft the wrong dude, but draft the right position. That's the easy stuff. I can get you an A.
Well, they asked Steven if he thinks they could potentially take some of those fourth-round picks and move up in the draft today.
Yeah, it's what we don't want to do is give up because we just don't feel that way philosophically. You don't want to be giving up 3 and 4 football players for one player. So, that part of it's a challenge. But obviously to have draft capital is helpful. But still, it'll be a challenge to, get into that second round based on where we sit right now with our picks and not unless you're willing to give up, a handful of picks for one player. And that becomes something that's a challenge for us because philosophically we don't necessarily think that's the perfect thing to do. Would we totally rule it out? Absolutely not. We don't ever rule out anything.
So their philosophical beliefs are
bodies.
We want more people than better people.
And that's a good
I'm
rule
not
of
mad
thumb.
at. And I said as much. They need bodies. They need guys who they feel like can contribute.
And then you apply that to fantasy football, which is the closest any of us ever get there, is quality never quantity is never better than quality.
I agree with that, I mean? But I also understand that.
But quantity matters when you have a lot of holes.
When you're building a defense, it's essentially you're having to rebuild from scratch. You need some bodies out there. All right. Coming up next, we will we'll take one more look at the Spurs game tonight. See how we think this thing rolls. It is the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. A lot of folks making their way towards downtown for the Battle of Flowers Parade, which gets underway at 10:30. So already the starting point right around the Sac area. So those side streets in and around the area, there will be closures, Locust, Main, and then through downtown Martin to Santa Rosa Street. So again, Battle of Flowers Parade, I remember it well. Marched back in the day in Memorial High School. That gets underway at 10:30. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. Taco Bell turned Diablo sauce into a dust, and they're dusting the new Diablo Dusted Crispy Chicken Nuggets in it. A brand new classic, only at Taco Bell. At participating U.S. Taco Bell locations for a limited time and while supplies last.
Trust, price, and ease of transaction. That is GiveMeTheVin.com. We love to buy cars. People don't trust car buyers. People think the price is going to be wrong, and people think it's going to be a hassle. Trust, price, and ease of transaction. That is what we do at GiveMeTheVin.com, and that's what makes us America's best car buyer. Go to GiveMeTheVin.com right now and get a quote on yours.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Hello, my name is Jason Thompson. I'm an attorney here in San Antonio and have been practicing law here since 1994. And in the past 30-plus years, I've helped hundreds of San Antonians injured by negligent drivers. If you've been injured in a car-truck collision, call me, 210-900-0400. I did want to let you know of a very disturbing trend I've seen that you really need to be aware of. If an attorney or someone acting on that attorney's behalf calls you after a traffic collision, with very limited exceptions, that is called barratry or solicitation. It's a crime and is unethical under our state bar rules. Do not answer these phone calls. Do not hire an unethical attorney. Neither I nor anyone in my firm will ever call you after a traffic collision. If you need my help, and if you've been injured in a traffic collision, I think you do, you'll need to call me. My name is Jason Thompson. My number is 210-900-0400, or go to my website, alawyerforus.com.
Almost 90 years ago, Academy Sports and Outdoors was born right here in Texas. So we know a thing or two about a thing or two. Like beans don't belong in chili. It's called a feeder road. And how far really means how long. We've been your neighbor for generations. That's why we're adding Texas-sized deals across the store, only in Texas. If you happen to find a better price at a competitor, we'll beat it by 5%. Academy. Fun can't lose.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Breaking news for your home. Way Day. Wayfair's big sale is almost here, and you can score the best deals in home. Like up to 80% off everything home. Yes, you heard that right. 80% off with free shipping on everything. Plus surprise flash deals all Way Day long. We're talking outdoor furniture and essentials, rugs, and more. All at Wayfair, and all up to 80% off during Way Day. Shop Wayfair's Way Day from April 25th through 27th.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
Switching to Progressive is a game-winning call. And that reminds us of other game-winning calls in the history of sports.
So it was the fourth quarter and we're down by 5. Sweat pouring down my face. Suddenly it hit me. If only I could wrap part of the towel around my forehead. And that's how I became the first basketball player to wear a headband.
Okay, not really a game-winning call, but it was a good call. You can make one too. Switch to Progressive and you could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, the Wemby watch continues. Is he going to be cleared to play?
Game 3 is tonight, and of course, day 2 of the NFL Draft. We'll have all the reaction from Thursday night's round 1.
Plus, we'll have some special guests from the Dallas Cowboys. Who'd they select?
Will McClay and those players expected to be on.
The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Yeah, I got $100 broken in my billfold. Probably ought to save it, but it's burning a hole. Right, my pocket. Oh man, $100, Rob. We'd have a good time with that.
That's like 10 beers at Fiesta.
Finally, Friday. Got the motor running for a wild weekend. Finally, Friday. Oh, yes. Let the good times roll, baby.
It's Fiesta Friday.
That's right.
Act
Hope
appropriately.
everybody has a good weekend. You guys behave out there. Best you can, anyway.
Yeah.
All right. You know, I wanted to talk to you about this, Rob. Vic, maybe you know this too.
What?
Are you a hat guy? Do you ever wear hats?
I used to. Baseball hats, yeah.
But neither one of you guys wear hats very often, so maybe I ought to ask the Brigade Bar. Something's happening to me. I've been,
dude, it's a real thing.
My whole life, I've been about a 7.5 in hats.
Yeah, like 7 1/4 is me.
So, like, since I was in high school, and now I got a new hat, and it's a little snug.
And it's a 7.5.
It's a 7.5. I put it on this morning. I was like, man, is this smaller than normal? And then I grabbed another 7.5 and put it on. My head is growing.
I don't know if you just
have a big head.
It might be more knowledge. It might be full of valuable information. I think it's head fat.
I think you're learning more and your head got bigger.
I'm not putting on weight. I mean, my weight is, in fact, I've been going to the gym pretty regularly. I'm actually dropped a couple pounds.
Maybe you're building up like scar tissue on your belly.
No, your hat should be loose, right? For all the weight. Y'all sweating? You sweat a lot?
Are you a sweater?
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
sweaty,
I mean, yeah. You get in there, you go kickbox for 2 hours, you sweat.
I've been a 7 1/4 for since high school, and
so it's never changed, huh?
And it's never changed.
I don't know my hat size. Then that's one of the reasons I don't normally buy the fitted, because I do get the sense that my head does shrink.
I have a couple. I
like the
hats.
stretchy ones, the ones that stretch
like a flex
little
fit.
bit. Yeah, I like those.
I have a couple hats that are 7 5/8 that I have to wear now. B. Hannon says I'm a snapback guy now.
I don't like those.
I don't like them as much either. And the real problem with me with a snapback head
is the pull.
They're so my head is so big that it's always like on the last snap, and then you're like, man, look at that big ass head on that dude. I imagine people behind me going, oh my, look, he's about to bust out of that hat.
Those are for the pull people.
I don't know. I'm nervous that my head is growing. It's very frustrating.
Are there any other body parts?
I know.
Unfortunately, no.
That's the only one.
No, my wife hasn't mentioned that. I can tell you that much.
You prayed for the wrong head.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Like
you said the wrong prayer.
I know.
I think maybe my hair is growing. That's what it is.
Well, see, that's you don't have that excuse. Well, I just got a haircut or my hair's long, so my head's tight.
Yeah, the hair does make a difference.
I know. Well, not for me.
But I've always had short hair on the side, so I've always had 7 1/4.
You got to go with a dad cap and that just a variable belt on the snapback.
Oh, I hate that. I'd rather have the snapback than that with the buckle. I don't like that buckle.
Absolute
No, I don't
fit.
like that either.
Your head can swell and shrink.
I also, to me, I've so valued the shape of a hat. Like, I don't like floppy hats.
See, that's a dad cap to me.
Yeah, I
wear
don't
those.
like floppy hats.
You're not absolute flat brim. You do have a little arch.
A little
turn.
Yeah, I can't do flat. I have to have a little arch or
I
something.
grew up where you got your hat and you wrapped it around with a baseball, so you got that curve.
I did that when I was a kid. I had
still that way.
I was
where you put it in your folded up to put in your back pocket, but not folded.
We would
but
get a
just
baseball and rubber bands and wrap the rubber bands around it.
Oh, I did the same
how
thing.
I had mine.
And then you do this all the time.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the flat brim, I never went that way. Although I like the way they look, it just wasn't for me.
I think my head is. I'm like Barry Bonds basically.
You're gonna have to get off the cream and the clear.
It's getting out of control.
See,
his head doesn't fit either.
And see, he's got an excuse though.
Yeah, he's got the hair.
So I didn't get to see the draft live. So I see they got their name called, the few that were there. And then it looked like I'm seeing a lot of pictures of them stopping by the logo of the team so that they could get a photo op. And they're like,
yeah.
So that was what everybody was told to do when they got
get
drafted.
in front of that mirror.
Go stand in front.
How many did he mispronounce?
I saw one.
I know there was one.
Yeah,
I know there was one.
The lineman that he had to take 2 breaths before he got it all the way out.
Yeah, something like that. But I know one guy, he pronounced it
I
wrong.
would be lost up there doing that too. That sounds like a terrible thing. All right, the Spurs game 3 tonight in Portland, 9:30. Wemby apparently making the road trip again. We're not doctors here, but I think we both agree that it's highly unlikely that Vic plays tonight. Maybe they're going to try in game 4. I'd be shocked if he plays tonight, though. Your final thoughts on what the Spurs are able to do tonight? Do you think that they get a win without?
Yeah, I think they're incredibly
MVP candidate.
Stay even-keeled, stay disciplined, go get yours when apparent. Don't give them anything easy. Don't turn the ball over. You can get, you don't have to make every shot. Just make sure you get every possession. And we've seen them do it before. The smaller lineup is going to have to be effective tonight. So little guys, you're going to have to play big. You're going to be blocking out some dudes that are 8 inches taller than you. But get your space, control the pace. You don't have to be great shooters. You can beat this team. Go win it. So Wemby doesn't have to play. Take the opportunity away from them. Get the win. And feel very comfortable that we can do it twice up there without Wemby even setting foot on the court, and we'll see you back home on Tuesday.
Yeah,
I have a healthy respect for Portland, and I know they're going to come out hard, but I think the Spurs are going to come out equally as hard because this is their opportunity. It's not just Wemby. This is where everybody else gets to show we're a team, and they've been very good at that all year long. We had a Brigade Bar listener earlier. We haven't lost 2 games in a row since January.
Yeah.
And that's been with Wemby in, out. We've had all kinds of stuff. There, you don't have excuses. Go out and do it.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think that they do get the job done. I think we agree this is a De'Aaron Fox game. I think you're going to see De'Aaron shine in a way that he hasn't yet in these playoffs. But if they lose this game, what's your panic level now?
I don't have a panic level. You still have the chance to come home tied 2-all. You still get another opportunity. And even if you get blown off the court, you look like Phoenix for 2 games, you still come home down 3-1 with a Wemby that will be playing. And I think the Spurs, again, can beat that team 3 times in a row. I'm not afraid. Now, you need to – it won't be easy. But it could be a lot worse. I would be much more concerned if I was a Denver Nugget fan, fully healthy, and looking at what I'm going through than I am as a Spurs fan.
Well, I also think for Denver fan, there's a real legit threat on the other side.
Yeah.
I think San Antonio. I mean, quite frankly, if they lose even without Wemby to the Blazers in a 7-game series, it's a massive disappointment based on what we saw all season long. They were 20 games better this season than Portland. Mm-hmm. I don't care who's out. If you are a real title contender, and this is kind of what I've said about the Spurs all year, they're in a way that no other team really is built to deal with the loss of one player. Every other team, they lose their superstar. It's like, uh-oh. If Jokic isn't in Denver or Shea's not with Oklahoma City, you go, that's not a title team. With the Spurs, I've been under the impression that this team was built where they can handle the loss of a guy.
Well, they've had to. So, I'm with you. And I'm not I give them the healthy respect. I'm not discounting what Portland is. But I also know man for man, skill for skill, talent for talent, this is a better team even without Wemby. And so now, again, this is new ground for all these guys. And Mitch, this is front and center Mitch Johnson time. This is your time to shine as well. Coach your way through this.
Yep. All right. When we come back, or excuse me, Vic.
Yes.
Coming up next.
There we go.
One day I'll get it.
One day you'll get it.
I'm a real radio professional.
We did everything, right? Double dong. We did.
We've done it all.
Oh, we've done all the work.
Checked all the boxes.
Now all that's left is fun. We'll have some fun on the other side. See what's going on in the world outside of sports. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
We all know winning means showing up stronger, faster, better than before. And when you're chasing that edge, the Drop by GNC cuts through the noise, bringing you the best new innovations in sports nutrition and performance. From muscle building and strength support to improved recovery and focus, we curate the newest drops from GNC Amp, Pro Performance, and Mega Min. Plus, Ghost, Raw Nutrition, Bucked Up, and the top new brands changing the game. No guesswork, just leveling up. Check out the Drop by GNC for what's new, what works, and what's next.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation, so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
George gets justice. If you've been injured, get George, because George gets justice. With over 100 years of combined experience and a relentless dedication to your case, the attorneys at George Salinas Injury Lawyers will fight for what's right. If you've been injured and it's not your fault, get George and get the compensation you deserve. Call George Salinas Injury Lawyers today at 210-225-0909 or visit getgeorge.com. George gets justice. GetGeorge.com.
Patrick was way behind on his IRS taxes.
I was in way over my head. The total amount ended up being somewhere just over $30,000. $30,000.
Then the IRS came to collect.
Started getting letter after letter. A lien had been filed against me. They were going to basically hang me completely out to dry.
He had to do something.
That's when I reached out to Optima Tax Relief.
Patrick's life quickly got a lot easier.
It was very easy. Pretty much hands off, They picked up the ball and ran with it.
And how'd it go?
I couldn't believe it. I had to ask 2 or 3 times. I saved an incredible amount of money.
How does Patrick feel about Optima?
Couldn't be happier. They definitely helped me. Optima Tax Relief, the best place to call. They're the best in the business.
Do what Patrick did and call Optima Tax Relief for a free consultation. Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Harry Douglas here. Game day brings the excitement. Your stay should feel just as memorable. With Marriott Bonvoy, official hotel partner of the NCAA and U.S. Soccer, you're connected to a portfolio of brands designed for how you travel. Some offer complimentary breakfast, others give you room to spread out, space to stay productive, or extended stay comforts. So whether you're a traveling fan or part of the team, Marriott Bonvoy celebrates the moments that live on before and after the game. Marriott Bonvoy, where game day checks in.
My name is Christine, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, was a healthy 34-year-old, and 3 months later, he was gone. Thankfully, he had life insurance. Ethos made it so easy. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. 100% online, no medical exam. Life insurance didn't take away the loss, but it did give us the space to just grieve.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. Ethos.com/game. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
The NBA playoffs continue tonight. The Spurs will be in action late at 9:30 with the tip. Victor Wembanyama made the flight to Portland but stays in the concussion protocol. The Dallas Cowboys had an early draft and got 2 players to talk about, Caleb Downs and Malachi Lawrence. They get back to work today with the 92nd pick. The draft you can hear live right here on San Antonio Sports Star starting at 5.
The NFL lives right here. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Vic, you haven't done any Fiesta stuff, have you?
Huh?
You haven't done any Fiesta stuff.
Nah.
He's going to put his grandkids.
I thought you were puro.
You're going to have his kids are going to have a parade. You're
I
gonna
am
put them
puro.
on their,
I can't afford to go.
on their big wheels. Just go get like a chicken breast and stick it on a stick.
I think the last event I went to was Nyosa like 2 years ago.
Okay.
And before that, it was a while. It was the original La Semana from Hemisphere. I don't know if you remember that.
Damn.
Yeah.
Now, did you ever march in a parade?
Oh, yeah. I marched in all of them from 85 to 89.
Mm-hmm.
So I was downtown last night, and I drove by like some sort of market thing they were doing. I don't know if you guys know what it was. Like
the Market Square. That's the
What's
Fiesta
the party
going? That's the OG.
Oh, okay, and that thing goes all week.
All week till Sunday night, man. They're the
Okay.
last thing open every night. They're open till midnight. Yeah, that is the OG Fiesta Central. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, if you wanted to taste what Fiesta was like 50 years ago, go hit Market Square.
Yeah.
Beautiful place to be this weekend.
I stand by this, and I say this with peace and love to San Antonio.
Oh, yeah. Fiesta de los Reyes.
De los
is what it
Reyes,
is.
yes.
We have to come up with a way where there is free or cheap parking for locals. It doesn't like
if you show your ID and if it shows
Yes.
San Antonio, Texas.
Dude, this is how it is in Vegas. Like it's okay, you're a local, your first 4 hours are free.
Sweet.
And that's the way it should be.
Well, they've tried
because-
here. We have downtown Tuesdays where they turn off the meters on Tuesday nights. But
Okay.
that's not enough. You're right.
No. This is like
it's for the
when you-
entirety of
when
Fiesta.
you are a town that is driven by tourism, you cannot push away your locals from going to your downtown areas. You can't.
Well, honest to God,
And it was
San Antonians-
$20 to park last night in the garages.
How many locals, and everybody listening, when was the last time you went downtown and went to the Alamo and went to the Riverwalk? When did you do our tourist
I had
stuff?
at the Fogo
No
de Chao
one
not too long ago,
Well, you
right
were-
next door.
Yeah, you were close. But
Yeah.
for the most part, most San Antonians don't hit our tourists, and it's for that reason. Now, we started going, now the Pearl has brought us down there, but it's so expensive, and it's gone up. They've even added more paid parking. So I think most business types would agree and make it free, or we'll get some more business downtown so we won't be so tourist dependent.
I'm telling you, this is an easy thing. It's an easy thing.
Yeah, Vegas needs to be the blueprint.
Yeah, it's the way. It's the way, man. You got to get your locals involved, and I don't like me going to go. Oh my God, I got to pay $20 to park here.
Yeah.
That's why I don't go to River Center Mall.
Oh my God!
And, they just got the River Center's about to get. We've got a brand new food court that just got opened up by a local chef.
Oh,
that
sweet!
It's been coming for years. So we've got an upscale food hall that just opened up, and we're gonna have to hopefully just go on downtown Tuesday, so I don't have to pay extra just to go eat my own San Antonio food.
I know, and the city's probably, well, we don't want to give up all those $20. Well, yeah, but think about how much more money people would come down and spend if they didn't have to pay $20 to park.
Right. Or the first 4 hours are free. I like that idea.
It's an easy thing. First 4 hours are free.
Yeah, that way
Do
you're in and out. Make it 2 hours. That way you're in and out. We
Sure.
rotate. Let's go.
Crazy, man. Yep says 6 months ago got a bleeping ticket for going over 10 minutes on a 4-hour prepaid parking. They're just waiting for you.
Yeah, they are.
That's not how to treat locals.
I have an outstanding ticket from that as well.
All right.
I do.
An outstanding one. I mean, you're
Well,
not.
I tried to park it a lot, and it kept telling me no, and I had to contact somebody, and I called them like, oh, yeah, you got a ticket like 6 months ago. I ain't paying crap.
So you know this David, the D4VD, the guy that got killed that gal?
Girlfriend?
Yeah.
Well, turns out you may be shocked knowing that he murdered his 14-year-old girlfriend. Prosecutors claim they went through his phone. Guess what they found?
You Googled how to chop up my girlfriend?
No. How about tons of child porn?
Oh, good God.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Dude, put this guy under the prison.
Thanks
Under
for playing.
the prison.
Thanks for playing.
Oh, you used to go under that.
Yeah.
Come on.
Thanks for playing.
He pled not guilty. Good luck.
Not guilty. It's on your phone.
Good
Well,
luck.
they haven't even
Bubba.
gotten him for that.
No,
I know.
This is for murder, which is the only thing you could do worse than what was on your phone.
Yeah, apparently this story coming out about Hulk Hogan. He's got a documentary,
I've
the
seen
new
it on Netflix, but I haven't watched
docuseries called Hulk Hogan: Real American, which was his final interview before he died in July of last year before a heart attack. But it talks about he had gotten divorced in 2009, and he gave everything to Linda and needed the cash, so he went to TNA to go wrestle.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't long before they realized that he was not in shape to wrestle anymore. So he said to help with the pain, he was taking 80 milligram fentanyls, 2 in the morning, stuffing them under his gums. He said, I had 2 300 milligram patches of fentanyl on my legs.
Oh, my God.
And they gave me 6 1,500 milligram fentanyl lollipops to eat. He said, I went to the pharmacy and they said, you should be dead. We've never seen a human being take this much fentanyl. He said the pain got to the point where he had to sleep in a chair. And he said, if I just twitched my finger, his whole back would spasm and torque. And apparently, he shortly thereafter stopped wrestling because he just couldn't take it anymore. But no shock, this guy died of a heart attack.
Well, duh, right?
Well, you know.
That's too much fentanyl.
How much is not too much fentanyl? Like, don't they tell you, like, it could be the size of a grain of salt.
Seriously.
Can kill you.
No, 1/100th of a grain of salt is deadly.
And this dude's taking fentanyl lollipops? Jeez, the Hulkster. I mean, that's a real American.
You know, wrestlers normally end up in such better shape.
I know. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Daryl from Storage Wars.
Yes. Daryl Sheets.
Yes.
The gambler.
Comes out that before he killed himself, apparently he was being cyberbullied. Yeah, so he says he hopes cops will look into cyberbullying claims that Sheets made. Apparently, people were going online and talking about him on the show and like bullying him about his appearance and what he was doing on the show. He shot himself in the head. Now, listen, at some point you're a celebrity. If I shot myself in the head every time someone sent me a negative tweet, I'd be very, very dead, very dead. But so there is something when you're a public figure, you just have to eat some of it.
Take the check and take the blame.
Yeah.
Take the check though, then you can take the blame.
Yeah. So I can't imagine that the guy's going to be like in trouble, but
I'm of the last generation that does not understand cyberbullying.
Well, Hailey Bieber says the cyberbullying got so bad that she doesn't even use Instagram anymore.
See, I'm of the generation that goes, yeah, just turn it off.
Yeah. I mean,
it's like a dog whistle. A dog can cuss me out all day long. I don't know what he's saying, so it doesn't bother me.
Well, one of my favorite things is the mute feature where you don't block them. So they think they're still saying a lot of things to you, but you never see it.
Yep.
You never see it.
The beauty.
They're just screaming into the void.
Which is
99.99%
of.
Well, that's what Twitter is. Yeah. And it's a cesspool. X.
It's socially bullied.
It happens to me all the time, Rob. And you never come to my defense. I've noticed it.
I don't know. How would I do that? How do I come to your defense?
Just say, this is wrong. AJ's a really nice guy.
Stop it.
Leave him alone.
Type nice stuff.
Leave him be.
You're a better person than that.
Yeah. We as a society are better than
We got to
this.
do better. And it all starts at home. I'm going to start putting that out there. There's just a little bit of the kindness out there. I'll start it.
That's what I need is some kindness. I need some people to be kind to me on the internet.
How can we make your life better?
All right, friends, we've got one segment left today.
We're going to make your life better.
We are going to try to make your life better. We're going to go over how to take money from Vegas in a little segment we call the Daily Lines. We'll do that coming up next on the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
All right, step up. If you really know the Rangers, this is your game on Rangers Game Day. Make your call in the Morning Huddle's Ranger Double Dinger Payday. Pick the Ranger who takes one deep. He hits one, you're in. Ranger tickets. He hits two, and then we're talking tickets and a hotel stay. Big swings, big rewards. Wake up with the Morning Huddle and cash in with the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers.
The John Clay Wolf Show. Here's what's going on in the Wolf Pack.
Now, the Sarlacc is a terrifying creature that was created by attaching a ferocious, sharp, giant fangs to an armadillo named Apita from the Guadalajara Zoo. Okay. He's famous down there. He can beat you at tic-a-tac-a-toe 3 games out of 4.
The John Clay Wolf Show.
Listen to the John Clay Wolf Show, Saturday morning at 8 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Did you hear? Allstate car insurance now costs even less. So when you bundle with home, you can save even more. Check Allstate first to bundle and save with a new lower auto rate. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings may vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Hey, sports fans, the ESPN app has all of ESPN all in one place. The ESPN app is your home to thousands of live events, ESPN shows, and originals across every ESPN network in service. And now you can check if you already have ESPN Unlimited as part of your TV package for no additional cost. Visit activate.espn.com to learn how to access your account or sign up, then start streaming in the ESPN app. It's all of ESPN all in one place. Sign up or activate now.
In sports, the tape never tells the whole story. Hiring is no different. AI can make candidates look like an MVP on paper, so knowing the person and the skills behind the resume matters. That's where Robert Half changes the game. Our recruiters combine their expertise with award-winning AI to evaluate skills and fit quickly. Learn how we can find you specialized talent in finance, accounting, technology, and more. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com/talent today.
It's Rich Eisen for Pella Windows and Doors. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Pella Windows and Doors always has the winning game plan. They do it every day, and that's why your neighbors trust them. Visit Pella.com/Eisen today. Right now, Pella Windows and Doors of San Antonio is offering $500 off your Pella projects and 0% APR for 24 months. Some restrictions may apply. See store for details. Offer ends April 30th, 2026.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Frankie said, who's the third guy in the thumbnail? That's Victor Brown, Way.
That's me, Way. Yeah, once I get a raise, the camera will turn on.
Yeah, one of these days.
So we're holding out.
Did you see YouTube has they took Clavicular, the guy who overdosed,
they amped out.
They terminated his account.
Clavicular.
Yeah. He said, very sad news this morning. My YouTube channels were terminated this morning with no warning or explanation. The channels consisted of live stream VODs and free courses created by me to empower young men to be the best versions of themselves. Well, I don't know. You overdosed on meth on live camera.
That's not the best way for men to improve themselves.
Yeah. YouTube said, yeah, there were reported violations, severe or repeated violations of our community guidelines. Because of this, we removed your channel from YouTube. They're okay. They're like, yeah, we're good. They had removed his original channel back in November of last year, and then they removed these other ones under their terms of service, which means you can't create new channels after a termination. So
Could he go away and like just change his name and start another account?
I guess maybe, but you like how many? I mean, he's got the coolest name, Clavicular.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, everybody wanted that name, and he's the one who got it.
Like a body part.
Clavicular. Looks maxing. I've been doing some looks maxing, which
that's why your hat doesn't fit.
I think that's why.
What's going on? You've maxed out your head.
I've been doing forehead push-ups, and I think that it's swollen now to a size that can barely fit my hat.
Yeah, your head is ripped.
Watch this.
Yoked.
Watch me
Look,
flex
watch
it.
Flex. See, look.
You see that? You see that?
Yeah,
you
man.
See that bulge?
That guy's ready for work.
Oh, dude, I've been working it so hard.
You can tell it.
Been pumping. Pump. There's nothing like the pump. When you get your head has a pump, it's like it's completion of sex. It's the best.
Well, you've looks your maxed.
That's it. I'm all maxed. All right, let's wrap it up and take a look at the daily lines.
It's the Morning Huddle's look at the daily lines with AJ and Rob on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You covered, yeah!
Alrighty, Boston Celtics at the Sixers tonight. The Celtics are 7.5-point road favorites. Can I interest you?
No.
Okay. No. You like the Celtics to keep get back on track?
It's not that I don't think it's possible, but I don't think it's probable.
Okay. What about if I said what would be a price that would interest you on the Sixers to win the series? What kind of price would you need?
Oh, I'd be in the high hundreds.
Oh, okay. Yeah, right now they're plus 400. They're to win the series.
That'd be about where it needs to be.
Okay. So I mean, they're still a long shot, but they are 1-1. Lakers and the Rockets. The Rockets are 8.5-point favorites at home, and that series, which again the number was ridiculous at first. The Lakers are now favored. They are minus 170 to win that series now. Rockets plus 140 coming back on the other side.
But let's not get lost in the fact that those were 2 home games.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't like they just won 2 games in Houston. So Houston can right the ship.
But the Rockets were like a minus 700 favorite. Right. It was crazy.
So they can right the ship and go back to L.A. tied, and I get the sense they're going to get one of them. I just don't know if it's going to be today or tomorrow. They better get today. Let's put it that way.
The Spurs are 2.5-point favorites on the road in Portland. Portland also 4-1 to win the series, plus 400 to take this thing out. So still quite a hefty favorite for the Spurs.
Would you jump on the Spurs first quarter? I don't think
so. No, I don't think so because I think not having Wemby changes that. Like the whole reason why I liked betting the Spurs first quarter is because I knew Wemby was going to be on the floor for 8 or 10 of those minutes.
I think they covered first quarter like 17 times in a row, man. It was crazy.
Well, until last game.
So this might be the time to back away from that first quarter run.
Yep. Some of the lines tomorrow, the Game 3 line for Detroit and Orlando. Detroit a 2.5-point road favorite. The Thunder 9.5-point road favorites in Phoenix. The Knicks 2.5-point road favorites in Atlanta. And the Nuggets 2.5-point road favorites in Minnesota. I think I'm going to be on the Nuggets. The Nuggets just played the worst game I've seen them play in a long time. I think now's the time that you buy back on the Nuggets right now.
Pay close attention. I know he's not the most important guy, but Jalen Williams has a grade 1 hamstring pull that he hurt in the last game out. Now, it might not affect initially, but that's something to pay real close attention to over the next couple of days.
If I were the Thunder, I would just say, dude, you're not playing the rest of the series.
Absolutely not.
Chill out.
We don't need you, but they do need him to beat the next round.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. We'll see. If it's the Lakers, we'll see.
Well, true that. But, I mean, this is one of those things, if the Spurs were fully healthy, you look at that and go, I like that. That's something I appreciate.
In the National Hockey League tonight, the Lightning and the Canadiens. Lightning minus 120. The Golden Knights and the Utah Mammoth. They are a pick-em, minus 110 both ways. That series tied up at 1 apiece. And the Edmonton Oilers minus 130 at the once mighty Ducks of Anaheim. In Major League Baseball, Tigers, Reds. Fromber going for the Tigers. They are minus 130 favorites. Red Sox at the Orioles. The Orioles minus 120. The Guardians go to Toronto, where they are a favored. Max Scherzer now a dog at home. Boy, have things gone rough for Max Scherzer this year.
Things all around him.
The Guardians minus 125 favorites on the road. Colorado's at the Mets. The Mets are minus 220 favorites. They won a game, so I guess you got to reward them now. I would not be interested in backing the Mets. The Minnesota Twins are in Tampa. Taj Bradley going for Minnesota. He has been really good this year. I think he's 3-0 right now. Just been very sharp, and they are dogs. Tampa plus 110, Minnesota plus 110, Tampa minus 130. Philly is at Atlanta. Philly's a mess right now. The Braves minus 150 favorites. Paul Skeens Day for the Pirates. They are minus 130 in Milwaukee, taking on the Brew Crew. The Nationals at the White Sox. Somebody's got to win that game. White Sox minus 125 favorites. The LA Angels taking on the Kansas City Royals. Royals minus 115. Luis Severino going for the A's. Nathan Eovaldi going for the Rangers today. Rangers minus 150. Who is our contestant for the double dong? Who are we looking for the dongs from, Vic? You got to turn your mic on.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me see. It is
Seager
up here. Corey Seager.
Yeah.
Corey Seager.
He
All
got
right.
one yesterday.
Good
so
luck.
He's seen
Good
it.
luck. New York Yankees in Houston taking on the Stros. Will Warren for the Yankees. Lance McCullers going for the Stros. He's making his annual start. The Yankees minus 150. George Kirby and the Mariners minus 150 at the Cardinals. Cubs sending Jameson Taillon to the Hill. They're playing good ball. They're going to L.A. to take on the Dodgers. Emmett Sheehan going for the Dodgers. Dodgers minus 170.
I wonder what the money is on this series.
Well, I could tell you.
Because I don't think the Dodgers lose too many series, and this might be one they actually lose at home.
Let's see if I can give you the series price here.
If you haven't been paying attention, the Cubs have won, they're 9-1 in their last 10. They've outscored the opponents by 33 runs over this thing. They're hitting the ball. They're pitching well. This will be a fun matchup over the weekend.
Yeah, it should be a good series. No, it won't give me a series price here, it looks like. So, no, unfortunately, I don't have that option available to me, at least not on this particular book. And then the San Francisco Giants are going to wrap up the day. They host the Miami Marlins. The Marlins are minus 115 favorites. All right. The NFL Draft Day 2 underway on our station here at 5 o'clock.
The boys get early release.
Of course they do. Honestly, we need to start something where if they get off an hour early, we should be able to start an hour late.
Well, I just stopped trying at the beginning of the 9 o'clock hour.
That's a good move.
I've already left.
That's
so
a
I've
powerful
been
move
mailing
by
it in.
you.
Yeah.
I noticed it, but I didn't want to say anything. I just thought maybe it was a bad show for you.
I felt it might be evident, but I wanted it to be.
I
thought, wanted it to be
I'll
obvious.
just play the 6 and the 9.
Yeah,
How's that?
I've mailed this last hour in protest.
Frankie says Vic looks like the perfect blend of Rob and AJ. Yes, he's in fact our son.
I know.
Rob and I made love 50 years ago. Rob and I made love, and
created the perfect
what happened.
future in Vic Brown. We just didn't do a very good job on his kidneys.
Yeah.
No, bad kidneys.
No, it's all that beer and liquor you drank.
We gave you some bad genes, but we tried to do everything else right.
Which one of us do you call mom?
The one he needs money from.
No, you're Dad 1 and Dad 2.
Dad 1 and Dad 2. Dad 2, I need some more money.
Go ask your mother.
I get 2 Christmases.
Yeah. We should have stayed together, Rob.
Yay,
That was
2 Christmases.
It would have been cheaper.
I know. Rob had to go find himself a woman.
You too.
I know.
We had to go
I know.
for the normies.
Yeah. All right. That does it for us today. Again, the Blitz will be on at 2 o'clock. They'll go till 5, and then you'll get NFL draft coverage.
And the Blitz will have Will McClay. We always get the number 1 pick, so you're going to hear from a brand new safety, and there might even be a number 2 pick on the Blitz today.
So it should be a fun time on the Blitz today. Check them out. From 2 to 5 today, normally from 2 to 6. That is Jason and Joe. They didn't go too hard at Taste of the North Side, did they?
I left them still partying. They were still going when I left.
I think Jason's still asleep.
He might be somewhere.
Well, Jason only drinks Miller Lite. It's hard to get wasted on Miller
then
Lite.
he'll be here.
But Joe's probably on that hard stuff.
Yeah,
He's in the bathroom
We
right
had a
now.
few 4 Roses shots.
Yeah, Joe likes he likes fruity drinks.
Yeah, with
Joe.
umbrellas.
That's right. All right. Well, we'll see you guys on Monday. Everybody have a great weekend.
Riding the Work with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. It's the Morning Huddle, KTFM Floresville.
San Antonio, this Saturday, April 25th, 4 p.m., the Gunslingers host the Northern Arizona Wranglers at Freeman Coliseum for our Retro 70s